This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Hello, Hobie listeners. September 22nd through the 24th, we will be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo at the Duke Energy Convention Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. You should be there. Not only will Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo be there, but also from the Red Wedding in Game of Thrones, David Bradley will be there. So bring a sword.
Walter Gray.
Ben Peter will be there from Face Off, and a hell of a nice guy too. And Jason Isaacs. Everybody loves Jason Isaacs.
Oh yeah, if you're a Harry Potter fan, he was Lucius Malfoy. He was in the Peter Pan movie. I remember that. That was good.
Also, Dirk Manning from Nightmare World, the comic book. Wallace Shawn is going to be there.
Inconceivable.
Kurt Wood will be there from the Oh Yeah comics. Also, Scoot McMahon from Oh Yeah comics. Gotta love Oh Yeah comic. Jay Fosgett, he is Dev's friend, so we'll give him some slack, but everyone loves him. And many, many more. That's September 22nd through September 24th. You can go to the Cincinnati Comic Expo to get your tickets. And when you're there, look for Hobie. Please note the thoughts, opinions, jokes, and every other bad taste that the guest and the host of Hobie, aka the History of Bad Ideas, is of their own, is not associated with any companies they may work for, any firms they work with, any advertisers, or anybody else in general. Remember, it's just a joke.
It's about comic books and movies. Growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Man, that sucked. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Hell yeah. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again. Please, God, no. Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts. He wrote scripts. All right here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 181. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Blake.
And with us, number one fan. Can't give yourself a nickname.
Ape
Hands.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You're back from Disney.
Yeah.
How was Disney? Was it different?
Or better yet, how's your 7th mortgage on your house for that Disney trip?
You know, I go there.
Doesn't it rain like every day in Florida?
It was
at noon.
This was
at noon, and then it gets then it clears
storming.
up. It's stormed more this time than all 12 trips prior. So
God, so your 13th mortgage on your house.
Well, okay.
First one they were able to afford.
Okay. Now wait a minute. So
do you get the Disney bands, wristbands on your hands, so you can't fast pass, so you can't track what you're being charged as you walk through the park?
You can put your credit card on them.
And your mortgage?
And I refuse to do that.
Oh, okay.
His home equity line is on that band.
His home equity line of credit.
For the record, my daughter is 7. She's been there 10 times.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my
Dear
goodness.
God. Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, who's counting? She's not. I mean, she's only 7.
His accountant is.
Okay. What accountant? He quit.
That's true. I can't handle his anymore.
Like, I'm out.
I told you after the 3rd one, stop going to Disney. What do you know?
Okay, we went.
You can't take a 13th mortgage.
We went last March.
Last March.
By December, March of 16. By December, she was like,
you paid it off,
Dad,
for that last trip.
We haven't been in Disney in a while. When are we going back?
We haven't been in Disney in 12 months. Dad.
It's been 7 months. Yeah. What are we supposed to do? Does she know that there's more than 2 states in the country?
Does she know that there's another Disney in California? Yay.
Welcome to California.
That's the lesser Disney. Their castle's very tiny.
But does
Captain
she
Kirk's
know?
going to have an
Does
issue with
she
that.
know there's a Disney World and a Disneyland?
Yes.
Or you've hidden that from her?
Or a Euro Disney.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
Paris.
Paris.
Let's get it right.
in
Oh, they
Paris.
changed the name.
A long time ago.
Doesn't matter. They named it that once. It sticks.
What about Disney Tokyo? I've been by it, by the way.
You didn't go into it?
No, I drive by it. Well, I used to drive by it from the airport going to the super secret place that I can't talk about.
Area 51's in Nevada, not
No.
Tokyo.
That's what they want you to think. Area 52 is where they keep the aliens at.
No, that's Godzilla.
That started production this week.
Okay, but
All right,
They
so
are
go ahead.
naked?
Anyways,
Godzilla joke.
all jokes aside, she's 7 years old. She's been there 13 times.
10 times.
I'm sorry. Who's counting? And you haven't been there in 7 or 9 months. She said, Daddy, we need to go again. And you said, Avatar Land is open.
Everybody loves Avatar Land.
Everybody loves Avatar Land. Let's go see blue people and that goofy energy thing from their moon.
And look, they float in a boat. Because the boat is exciting. You just float around. Float around. Float around.
Yeah, that's where they changed we are,
maps. Maps
Oh!
for Avatar Land.
So it's a small.
It's actually Pandora, the world of Avatar.
So
Avatar Land.
they've requisitioned it's a small world. Now it's called like it's a small Avatar Land. It's a small Avatar Land after all.
It's a small Avatar Land.
Oh yeah, look at this.
This is this is exciting. I'm gonna put
There's
this on Facebook here.
It's not a
Africa.
very large land.
Oh wait, this is Pandora. I'm sorry.
It is a small
There's
world.
Africa on Pandora.
No, this is the animal kingdom.
Oh,
See,
I was gonna say, where's
Pandora is
Frontierland?
Pandora's in the small bottom left corner.
Dino
There are
Land.
4 parks. This is just one of the parks.
It's considered a separate park altogether.
Not Pandora. No, that.
Oh,
the
this.
Animal Kingdom is one park.
Oh,
see.
I got you. Oh.
You're right there.
Don't get choked up. I know it's very.
Pez down the
It's
wrong
very
throat.
emotional experience seeing, these maps, but
Was there a lot of people dressed up as Avatar people?
they had the ears. I think I sent you a picture of
Yes.
someone wearing ears.
So those are just the Hobbit ears they just painted blue that were left over from Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
just checking.
I'm impressed. I'll give Disney credit. Complimentary Wi-Fi within the park.
That's because
But that's only if you can log on and it works.
it's really not bad.
Okay.
But it's basically because that's how they do their fast pass system and that, so you need to have it. So, but yeah, that would be my up is Pandora, the world of Avatar.
Oh, going right into the ups and downs. Okay.
It was,
There's Oasis Land. Did it have Liam and Gallagher there?
no,
No?
they hate each other. They weren't.
Oh.
They have to take one at a time. Comes in.
So is this
Okay.
Rivers of Light?
Yes.
This is the boat ride that goes nowhere, right?
No, that's the nighttime water screen projection fireworks show.
It's a projection? It's not even
they-
real fireworks?
It's not real
When you
fireworks.
have animals there. You really can't have.
They're
fireworks there.
artificial.
It's
The
not-
animals are artificial?
No, the animals are.
Why are
real.
the animals artificial in Animal Kingdom? Are the dinosaurs there? Do you have dinosaurs? Because originally it was supposed to be Fantasyland over there, right?
Is there
They're gonna have
Shamu?
dragons.
Is there Shamu in Discovery River, or did the PETA out
Kingdom.
or PETA run them out?
Beastly Kingdom.
Beastly
Why
Kingdom.
did they not make that?
They were running out of money.
How does Disney run out of money?
And Harambe got shot in Cincinnati. So they take apes
So
and
we
they
blame
project
Disney
them
for
on the
that?
screen. There's pretend apes. There's
just-
pretend gorillas.
So I'm
You're
wondering.
mocking me, aren't you?
I'm wondering though. Beastly Island or whatever.
Kingdom.
Looked.
Oh my God, are you serious? They actually have a Harambe fruit market?
Yes.
Oh my God! Wait a minute! Did you Miss Beasley? Did they sell Miss Beasley dolls
Every
there?
time I walk by,
What the
I put my hand
hell?
over my heart.
The Isle of Java.
Now, was that just named after?
No, that's
Harambe?
Been named that?
Yes, that's been named that.
Okay.
There's Harambe, a deeper name that
Okay, but going
has
back
more
to Beastly
significance and
Kingdom,
meaning
what
than our
happened was they
shadow.
didn't
Yes,
have
hold
enough
on.
money, so they had to postpone it. And then usually after they do these big builds, they fire their Imagineers on here because they don't need them anymore. So a lot of those Imagineers went to Universal. So some of the rides over there are actually taken off of the Beastly Kingdom rides.
Okay.
Because they're already built over there, they could never actually go back to building it in Disney because they don't take from from
So
Universal.
where are the dancing
take that.
stormtroopers here on
They're
this
in a different
map?
Park.
Are you
I'll-
sure?
Yes.
Are you positive?
I'll bring maps later.
Where's Darth Vader that break dances?
They have
They
break
stopped
dancing
doing that.
invaders?
What?
Once they bought Lucasfilm, they
Yes.
stopped doing that.
wait a minute.
They had a Breakdancing Vader before they owned the rights?
Yes.
Oh, that bothers
Because
me.
they had Star Wars weekend, so the Emperor would come out in like on one of those funky hats
And breakdance?
yeah. But once they owned it, it's like no, we're not going to make our characters.
So they insulted them until they owned
yes. I had an issue. I was.
Wait a minute. What kind of crap is this? Rafiki's Planet Watch. Discover how you can save this world. Hey, I don't need this liberal agenda, okay, in Disney, okay? Come on.
Whoa, wait a minute. That's all Disney is the liberal agenda.
Hey, hold on a second. This is Animal
Down the hall.
Kingdom. Where does Bambi's mom get killed?
She's on the wall in Animal Kingdom's thing. Their little hotel, right?
That's it's anti-NRA land.
Oh.
It's
a
next
nice
to,
little
it's in
area.
between Africa and Asia.
Oh, that's nice.
That's where
You guys need to go because you're clearly lost in this world.
We're waiting for Disney to give us free tickets.
When is a Hobie trip going to be down there?
Can Disney give us
gives
trips?
free tickets?
I think they do give a
They're
lot.
almost free.
I don't see.
Almost.
I don't
They're
see.
almost free.
I don't see Song of the Southland here.
Different park.
That would be Magic Kingdom Splash Mountain.
Or that would be 1865 Disney
I'm
World.
sorry, that's Disney Atlanta.
I think you mean 1955. They got a Briar Patch ride somewhere.
Splash Mountain. It's all about Brer Rabbit. It's a fantastic ride.
All right, how are you supposed to do beers around the Animal Kingdom? I mean, around Epcot it's pretty easy to do, but what do you do with beers in Africa, Asia, Oasis, Dino Land, Pandora, Avatar Land? How do you do it drinking every one of these?
Why are you there to drink?
Why
To
not?
take in the environment.
And drink.
I don't think you understand the point of Disney, Doug. I know you've been there 13 times, but come on. Just saying. Well, so would you recommend Avatar Land?
If you're going,
Yes.
sure.
Okay.
Would you recommend?
Would I make a special trip? No.
Not
If
with
that's
you.
If that's a vote of confidence, I don't know what is.
Well, I mean, I've seen maybe a half hour of the movie, all together. Going in,
Was it the half hour that Jason C. Brown was in?
it might have been.
Okay.
He was an
Group
alien.
shot. It was a group shot.
It might be him.
Kind of looked like.
Might be him.
It's Invisible Friend Land. There's nothing there except an empty parking lot.
Anyways, so yes, so the rest of Disney was good though. Rest of Disney was good. Okay.
fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
of
about your
course.
hotel room you were complaining about?
What hotel room?
He just camped out in Avatar Land
I'm sorry, it was your
under
wife.
a big leaf.
Yeah. Well, see, because
Well, there's free Wi-Fi there. Why go into a hotel?
In the year 2020, year 2000 or 2200, what is this? What year does this Pandora take place? 2159, something like
it's
that.
like 3 generations after the movie.
Okay, so they have free Wi-Fi then, so
Yeah.
that's good. They haven't figured out that, but they still have Wi-Fi.
You could be homeless in Avatar Land, but you got free Wi-Fi.
That's right.
But anyway, back to your wife posting a post about, oh my God, what the hell did they do to these hotel rooms? With some
Oh,
pictures.
okay, that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, we really like the Wilderness Lodge, which has a very wilderness theme.
That's kind of weird in Wilderness Lodge.
Taken
Okay.
off the was it the
Song of the South.
lodge in the Yellowstone National Park? So
Were there
they're
walls?
changing the rooms, and they're going with the modern look.
In the Wilderness Lodge? Why?
Safaris?
Not everywhere.
Animal heads all over the walls now?
No.
Bambi's
it's like-
mom's head is up on the
like
wall.
white
Flower.
and yeah, so she's really upset about that.
Thumper.
Thumper is just a foot. It's just a foot that you just hit. Thump, 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 thump. Thump, 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 thump.
Doug's really annoyed
When
with
we
us
all
right
go
now.
down,
This is
I'm gonna
awesome.
Hurt you guys.
Okay. The Song of the South Hotel is nice too. You get to go out and work in the plantation for half the day. Then you get to relax.
See, that just shows you what little you know. Of
Yeah.
Song of the South took place after the Civil War.
Yes, yes.
They were free.
They were sharecroppers.
Oh
then.
my bad.
free.
You say potato, I say potato. Okay, let's just
And
say.
you know why I really go down.
And they're Creole too, by the
There's
way.
a connection to the Beatles.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what?
Blake's intrigued.
John Lennon signed the papers to break up the Beatles
Mm-hmm.
at the Polynesian Hotel.
Because that's Yoko's fault.
Yeah, That's not a good connection to the Beatles.
Yeah, that's not a good
Depends
connection.
who you ask.
I think it's a wonderful connection to Disney. I'll be honest.
So you don't want Jason on your side?
You know what? They got rid of Beatles. They bought Star Wars, and they bought Marvel. I see nothing wrong with it. Blake, how can you say it's bad?
Fuck you.
Just asking. Just asking. You could say Disney is bigger than Jesus.
Mickey.
Mickey's bigger.
You say that to Walt's head. It's frozen.
That's on one of the walls too.
Yeah.
The Wilderness Lodge.
Frozen in stasis.
I kind of want Thumper's leg now on the wall.
Yeah.
I kind of want that. You did say though Pandora, because Disney never really half-asses anything. You said the detail was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about the movie. You know?
There's
But, yeah,
blue people.
The environment's fantastic. I mean,
Okay.
the floating mountain. I mean, it's spectacular.
Okay.
Do they have the big tree,
Hey.
or was that destroyed in the meantime?
Yeah, that's here. It's the floating islands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I said the big tree.
No,
No.
I didn't see a big tree.
My question is, they actually have Dino Land USA. I was kidding about that.
No, they do.
Is it really dinosaurs there? Not real dinosaurs, obviously,
No.
because John Hammond couldn't figure that
You
out.
know,
It wasn't Jurassic
That'll
Park,
have to be
right?
on another episode, and I can give you the backstory of the whole Dino Land thing.
Okay.
But
Is
no,
it
they
worth it to go there, Dino Land?
don't. No.
Okay.
Did it have the big arc there?
No, that's in Kentucky. That's
Oh.
in Kentucky.
With this, well, with the space for the dinosaurs to park on.
Hey, there's a Chester and Hester's dinosaur treasures. Did you talk about that
Talking
already?
about Heckle and Jekyll.
No, it says Chester and Hester.
Oh,
Heckle and Jekyll's not Disney.
Do we know
Let's
who
stay on
Chester
target.
and
What?
Hester are?
Who is
Aren't
Chester
those
and
ma-
Hester?
aren't they
Animal Kingdom
magpies?
show that we do the next time.
So we
Heckle
do.
and Jekyll are
we'll never
magpies,
know.
but they're not Disney. Who are they?
Who are the ones in Dumbo? The crows.
They're the was Jim Crows.
Yes.
Oh. Well, you know. That was a bad time.
Yeah. Fits along with Song of the South there.
Yes, yes. I think there was a little racism back then.
I've seen a peanut stand. I've heard a rubber band. I've seen a needle that winks its eye. But I think I've done seen near everything when I see an elephant fly.
Didn't we talk about a past episode they wanted to do the Beatles to do that scene? Like as the crows?
No, it was
The monkeys?
No.
was
The
the
Beatles weren't even
Vultures.
around when.
Oh, my bad. Okay,
when
sorry.
Dumbo was
Why are
made.
you asking me?
The
I'm not
Beatles
the
aren't from
music guy.
1941.
Dumbo
No.
was in 1941, was it?
Yes.
Oh, God. Really?
The
at that.
Beatles was the
Jungle Book.
Vultures.
They want to be vultures
Was it
or
Jungle Book?
or
Jungle Book.
magpies. Yeah.
I'm glad somebody on this podcast has a little bit of class.
You came to the wrong podcast.
Professional amateurs. So,
We're like summer vacation.
before we get to the
No
rest of the
class.
before I get to the rest of Up Down, you can be found on nerdly.co.uk, weebiegeekspc.com. Also on Tangent Bound Network, Danger Entertainment Network. Check Curse of the Vessel. Michael Liao has another Kickstarter for his book, so take a look at it. He came short the first time. He's redoing it, so go to Kickstarter and take a look at it.
Yeah, help him put it over this time so we don't have to advertise it again.
Oh man, it's so inconvenient for you, Blake.
Well, damn it, did he specify Canadian dollars or American dollars?
I don't know, but Blake just made a
If it was
$2,900
American dollars, he would have made it. But he said Canadian, so he's probably short.
It actually specifies it's American dollars on the website.
Oh.
It does specify.
Oh, quit being cheap asses.
Did you pay last time?
No.
Okay. Well, anyways.
One other thing. I usually bring gifts. I brought a little bit of Pez.
Oh,
But-
good.
Yay.
This goes to the Jeff will try anything.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
My son bought these new Oreos.
Dinosaur chips?
Oh, will Jeff eat it? I like that
Hey.
They
segment.
just have a vanilla cream smell to them.
Vanilla Oreo?
Okay. What you got there, Jeff?
Vanilla cream Oreo.
Dumbo was 1941.
That's what Jeff said.
Thank you. Glad you took the time to look that up.
Thank you.
Blue Avatar.
So you're giving it's a mystery Oreo you're
chips.
giving him.
Yes.
Okay.
Avatar chips.
I will let everyone know they are like a yellow white cookie, not the normal black or dark brown Oreo cookies.
Okay.
And the cream is white
It's not a cookie of color.
That's right.
because we're racist here.
Hey.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Jeff's going in for the big kill here. He's about as excited as announcing soccer. Here we go. Jeff's passing. He's passing. He's chewing. What do you think? I think there's like some ham in the middle of that white
Vanilla?
stuff. There's a middle gooey.
Oh, there's
middle.
something in the middle. I'll take another bite.
Is that pepperoni in the middle?
Oh, I'm chewing. I'm like, it's pretty bland.
What'd you spike these with?
It's pepperoni in there. I think it is. You got some in your beard there, Jeff. Got some in your beard. There you go. Good job. Still have some in there. This is a pretty good podcasting. Okay, Doug.
Jelly or jam or something?
Very good. It's jelly donut Oreos.
And Jeff seems not impressed.
I love jelly donuts. These don't compare at all.
There goes your Oreo sponsorship.
This episode is sponsored by Oreo. Thank you.
And then I also, once this sham of a podcast breaks up, I know you guys will be fighting over this. I brought you guys an Explore Pandora magnet.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Whoop, almost broke it already.
It's perfect for your refrigerator.
Or our lamp in the studio.
For the lamp.
Well, thank you, Doug.
End up in the wall of shame. Right next to
Everything else, Pandora.
Oreo jelly. Jelly Oreo
He
cookies.
says that, but when I was in the Wilderness Lodge, I saw him sitting in the lobby.
I saw.
He ignored me, but damn it, he was there.
I could see Jeff being there. He's a vagabond during the week.
He talks bad about it, but he was down there.
I just want to see.
I saw the picture, and that was, like I said, an incredibly handsome guy you saw there. It just wasn't me.
So that was our Disney podcast. Thanks for listening.
Your ratings are going to spike.
They are. They're going through Disney.
Until now.
So now,
Jeff's doppelganger.
Blake, what are you up on this week?
I've got several things.
Oh, of course you
I'm
hobied
up
it.
on.
Let's
Of
see.
course. It's the 20th anniversary of Good Will Hunting, by the way.
Yes.
And it's taken me 20 years to actually watch the movie.
Okay.
You have not seen it until...
I watched the movie.
Wow.
Of
And
Goodwill Hunting?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I liked it.
Okay.
do you think it was deserving of the awards it got?
I believe so, yeah. It was a good make me feel good movie.
It wasn't your fault.
It was
wasn't your fault.
Matt Damon's character was
Damon.
actually believable and likable at a certain point. Robin Williams as the shrink professor was actually pretty good, and I like how the ending wasn't an overall happy ending. He actually steals one of Robin Williams' lines of "I have a girl to go check up on" because he missed the.
I gotta go see about a girl.
Got to go see about a girl versus the World Series, but he doesn't go and actually hook up with what's her name,
Minnie Driver?
Skylar, Minnie Driver. But you do see him take off and drive in a shitty car that his buddies got for him to go to the West Coast. So it's not exactly a happy ending.
Correct.
It leaves you as an ending fulfilled with hope. And it wasn't a cheesy ending where, oh my God, everything's happy and everybody's great, blah, blah, blah. So I actually kind of like that aspect of
It was a sad ending because Ben Affleck became Batman, so that was a sad ending. It was a sad ending.
But what did you think about Casey Affleck in the movie?
Actually, I like Casey Affleck.
He was the
Hey, you
bomb.
better be masturbating in my mom's room. He comes down with his glove. Did you use my glove? Just to clean up.
Now, you said it was about with the baseball game.
It's the only room with a VCR.
You sure you were watching Fever Pitch?
Very possible.
No. Because in Fever Pitch, Boston won that game.
Yeah.
In Goodwill Hunting, Boston ended up losing that World Series.
To who? To who?
I think that was the 1975 Cincinnati Reds.
Oh, that's right.
Carlton
But
Fisk.
remember, Carlton Fisk hit the home run.
He
That's
hit the-
all
he
we
hit-
see.
He hit the home run to extend the series so they lose the next day.
Nobody remembers that part. Well, what's your other up?
My other up.
Did you see
is-
Godfather this weekend? Are you getting caught up on all the current movies right now?
Well, I did. Well, there's two other things. I did Leftovers. I caught the finale of Leftovers.
And how was it?
And fuck Abrams and Lindelof.
Okay.
Damn them.
They
Four
had
you
their
ones.
fingerprints all over this, and it's just like Lost, where you can watch the beginning series,
Where you
the
get just
beginning
like Lost,
opener,
where you watch it all and still don't know what's going on.
Still don't know what's
because
going
Blake
on.
complains about not getting it,
and at the end,
even though that is explained.
it
throughout
happens
the movie.
exactly what you thought it was, and you're like, why did I waste 7 years of my life on story tracks that never completed.
Well, see, Leftovers was nice. They only did it in 3 years.
Thank
They
God.
cut 4 years out for you.
But no, again, it's like Lost once again. It's
not
and the whole thing is, yes, it is. And the whole thing is Kevin's story. Like, if you watch the series and you watched it just like me, the Kevin's death thing where he goes into this quote unquote afterlife where he does this weird stuff and actually it's kind of funny, but it's really good. The whole Kevin death story is knocked completely meaningless by Nora's fucking parallel dimension bullshit time travel story.
Oh, time travel?
Yes.
Oh, time out. Time travel has never screwed up a movie.
out.
Time travel has never screwed up a show.
Bullshit ending to this leftover story.
If the Flash taught
It
me
would have been
anything,
great if they would have worked Nora's ending differently, but you go through 2.9 series, and the last 10th, she's talking about, yeah, I went through the thing on the machine. Turns out I went to a parallel dimension, and everybody there was fine, but I went to the guy who went in the dimension, and I say, hey, everything's good, but I don't want to disturb everybody here because my family's happy because they have everybody, even though I was the only one missing in the parallel dimension. Why don't you create the same time machine and send me back to the parallel dimension in which I came back from, in which you did, in which you found Kevin, and Kevin's like, they all get together and life is happy, and the whole disappearance of everybody was just a parallel dimension split from reality where everybody was at the same time, which completely nullified the main story of Kevin's after-death experiences, where you're like, well, what the point was that anyways? And then I go, oh, Lost. There you go. Done.
Does anybody else know what he's talking about?
no. But on a
No,
side
you
note,
probably don't, because I'm the only one who watched Leftovers here.
Littleoff and Abrams are making a new show, so I'll be waiting for your
Oh,
review of that.
Jesus.
I'm not watching. Yeah, you are. Okay, I will.
Just watch the first
Well, that's
episode.
because he doesn't understand
and
what
whatever
happened
the last
in Lost
episode.
anyway. So
Yes, I understand what happened in Lost.
apparently
I
you
was
don't
just talking
because
about
you keep
all the-
complaining about it, and you're wrong.
I was right from the first episode.
You
They
were.
were all dead. That was the afterworld.
That was the problem.
They
You
were in
think they were dead, and they were
fucking
nowhere
limbo.
close to
They
being
were in
dead.
limbo the whole time.
They
It's
weren't
70
in
years.
limbo.
Yes, they were.
Even
Yes, they
close.
were. You can
If
skip
you
all the
think
middle
they're in
shit.
limbo, then
You can
you're
skip all the
wrong.
middle shit. And the last episode, oh yeah, we're in limbo. Now we're in heaven.
So, Doug, tell me about Avatar Land.
I hate it when mommy and daddy fight.
Which one's the mommy? I don't know. So tell me about Avatar Land, Doug. How was it?
fantastic.
Was it fantastic?
You know, Avatar doesn't have time travel.
No,
No, it doesn't.
But did Avatar Land have
Jesus.
a podcast royalty wedding in it this weekend?
I'm sorry, what happened?
This week?
No.
What happened?
Podcast royalty wedding?
Oh, that's the other up. Heno.
That is correct.
Heno got married this weekend in
Heno.
Jamaica.
That is correct. He was with Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks.
Salty
and Salty
Language.
Language podcast.
One half.
One half. And now that Mr. Heno is married, he can get back to his 100 podcasts.
Yes. It's been quiet with that.
Now that he can focus. He can focus now. You know.
So congratulations, Heno. Unfortunately, he has not made our top 5 music. He was
What?
supposed to do it this week. Instead, he decided to get married.
Oh,
He's
man.
married in Jamaica.
Just saying, a little disappointing.
go.
A little
All right.
disappointing, Heno.
I think his priorities are skewed a little.
Stop thinking about yourself.
Yeah. Stop thinking about marriage and your family and everybody else and focus on our theme song.
Please. Yeah. That's why up this week, too. I like that. Heno. Good job, Heno.
Yes.
Plug
Good job,
Heno.
Heno. Good job.
I don't know if this is an up or down.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Well, I completed The Amazing Race, as you wanted to talk
Yes.
about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm glad you're up to date.
So I completed The Amazing Race. And, well, it's a down because of who won.
Yes. Yes.
The most annoying person on the show in years
Yes.
ends up winning the thing.
But her partner was funny.
Yeah.
Because he's like, you're not giving birth, keep moving. And then she starts whining again and goes, oh, she's giving birth to twins now. Here we go. I cannot believe they won.
oh, it was
What?
terrible.
Jay-Z and Beyonce won?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. She did it while pregnant with twins.
She was
All the single ladies. All the single
She
ladies.
was the biggest complainer. Like,
Yes.
everything she was doing, if it was any ounce of physicality or endurance, she cried the entire time.
Yes.
If someone makes a mistake, even if it wasn't a mistake, but she perceived it to be a mistake, she wouldn't fucking let it go.
No.
And it's like, I think if I was her partner, I'd be tempted to throw it just so she couldn't win.
Throw her off the cliff or just throw
Well, that would be even better.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm like, man, I'm giving up $500,000 to prevent her from winning $500,000.
And she's a defense attorney.
Oh, my God.
How is she a defense attorney?
She whines and cries until she gets her way?
Probably. Well, if the attorney cried, he must be innocent.
Freedom!
Not guilty.
Well, I'll start with the downs. My downs this week is mommy and daddy fighting over here, Blake and Jeff. I don't know what to do. I don't know who to live with. Who do I go with? They split up.
You can go with him.
Oh.
No.
Fine. Fuck you both. I have a down, and I forgot what it was. Anyways, so Blake, you
that
go.
was the
Flounder?
down.
What's that?
Flounder?
Flounder? Oh, Flounder did pass away, yes. From Animal House. Moment of Silence. He was 63. It was kind of sad.
Stephen first.
Yeah, I have to say this because it's happened many times. Your moment of silence, there is no moment of silence.
Okay, let's try this again. Ready?
You
Let's
say
try this
moment
again.
of silence, and then you keep talking.
Okay, ready?
That happens all the time.
A moment can be real brief. It's the time it takes for him to stop talking and put his hand over his heart.
But you don't see that in the podcast world.
Moment of silence. Now we continue.
Here we go. Moment of silence. Okay, there you go. Is that better? Is that better? Okay, good.
It's not
good.
the first time. It's
No.
happened, you know.
It happens every time.
Yeah.
And this could be a up down. This is in the middle. Michael Phelps is racing a shark for Shark Week. Did anyone else notice that?
Yes.
Yeah, I
What
saw
if the
that.
shark decides to start eating him instead?
I think they're in separate lanes. I think it would be better if it wasn't, and Phelps gets a head start.
And had to like outswim the shark
Yes.
not to get eaten.
Let's see how fast you really are, Phelps.
like
Does
that.
the shark know it's racing Michael Phelps?
Well, when you strap chum to his belly, the shark knows.
They don't do that. They just cut his Achilles.
Yeah.
They just want to see how much blood it can do. I think if the shark knew it was racing Phelps, it would be too intimidated. I don't know if it would do well. I think that's the thing.
Where do they get the shark? I had just read something on the internet today or yesterday where you never see great white sharks at aquariums.
No,
It was a big deal that they lasted more than like 16 days.
really?
Yes, it was like the Monterey Aquarium had the best record, and they kept it like 6 months before they finally released them because they
Why is that?
Couldn't take care of it?
they can't handle small
Enclosures?
enclosures. Yeah, they travel a lot. So where's the shark coming from?
Well, they
Oh,
just-
they say it was a great
dropping-
that's a
white.
good
Oh,
question.
didn't they?
Did they say it was a great white?
I don't know. I
It was a
don't.
great
Probably,
I don't
it's
know.
probably a tiger shark or
Oh,
a
okay. I
lemon
thought
shark.
it
Hammerhead.
was a great
Hammerhead.
See, now they used to have killer whales in those aquariums, but it attracted PETA activists.
Yeah.
And the longer it was there, the more PETA activists that would fill the park.
That's the wrong part, but do we want to get into that? Sure. Blackfish? Did you see Blackfish?
I did
Hey,
see
yeah, you
Blackfish.
can leave.
Horrible.
You can leave racism out of this.
But I mean, I remember the last time I saw a great white in captivity. It was called Jaws 3D. And he destroyed the hell out of that park.
Deep Blue Sea,
Who was
the
in
shark
Jaws
did well.
3D?
Somebody just want to watch the one blood.
Okay.
No, he was in Jaws the Revenge. That
I was in
the
Jaws the Revenge. Why would you think I was in Jaws 3D?
Was it Bess Armstrong and that one guy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, crap.
Michael Caine.
No. He was the brother of another guy.
Michael Caine's
Sean
brother?
Connery?
Timothy Caine? Hello, I'm Timothy Caine. Good day, Vicar. What's going on?
Wasn't that Hillary Clinton's running mate?
Yeah.
So he's related to Michael Caine? We got screwed out of this! And that's not even Michael Caine's real name.
I'm Timothy Connery.
Penis galore. I love punish. It's penis galore.
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid, thank you.
Leah Thompson.
And Bess
From
Armstrong. you're right.
Dreamscape.
Yeah. He is. Michael Phelps is racing a great white shark.
It is a great one?
Yes.
It is.
Okay, then I don't know how they're getting a great
That would
white.
be better if they strapped chum to his belly and made him swim in front of it to see if he can beat it.
You know who else was in Jaws 3? Simon McCorkindale,
I don't know who Simon McCorkin
Who
is.
is
That's
Simon?
a great Hollywood name.
the lead actor in Manimal.
Oh!
How could you not know that?
You know they're redoing it, rebooting it.
They are?
Yeah.
Really?
They're trying to.
What about Man from Atlantis?
No, that's
Patrick Duffy?
Yeah.
That's not scary.
Is your down this week Jaws 3? Blake, what's your down?
Flounder's dead.
Okay. John, what's your
Speaking of
down?
fish,
For the first time last night, I watched American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, my son is obsessed with that show.
That's the first time you ever seen?
Yeah, it's the first time ever. The announcers are horrible.
Announcers are not good.
Oh, they don't have like professional announcers. They have.
Us.
Okay. First off, the top 5 women move on to the next leg, whether they finish it or not.
Yeah.
That's not just women.
That's the men,
A certain
too.
percentage.
No,
even-
right. They showed the top 30. Okay,
Yeah.
so some of them didn't win. Some of them didn't finish. I understand that. And then the top 5 women who are out of the top 30. They also move on. Or actually, no. The 30th person was a woman, and then four other women
Okay.
they took. How is this right? If I'm a woman, isn't that embarrassing? You know, feminism.
You mean being given special treatment?
Yes. They want to be treated like men. What's the problem?
You can send your complaints to Doug at Graphic Novice. Unfortunately, nobody's going to answer that mailbox anymore.
Okay, and also trying to make these contestants interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, this poor guy. He's doing it because his dad died. Well, how old's the contestant? He's 59.
Yes, I did see that one.
Really?
The guy was in great shape for 59.
Yes, good for him. But your dad's probably 80.
Yeah.
That happens, you know.
as
Get
expected.
over it. And then the
It
other
was
guy-
sudden. Old age, it just came up on him.
And then
We're assholes.
the other one was a men's gymnast.
Oh, I did see him,
He
yeah.
was in 2 Olympics. I don't follow the Olympics as much as I used to, but I have no idea who he is.
Yeah.
Just because he's on the team doesn't mean, you know.
And he's
But-
doing the course to prove he's not gay.
Down the hall.
Wait a minute, now you're saying gay people can't complete the course?
No, I'm joking.
A
I don't know.
disclaimer
There
at the
was a
beginning.
there was a very large phallic symbol I saw him grabbing. So
He did, and he straddled it down pretty good. He did.
But he got hurt. Okay, so he made the Olympics twice.
All right, well, who am I kidding? He did it to get laid. Yeah.
So
Is that the one that taught kids how to do American Ninja?
I want to be a gym owner. They have
I
nothing
know!
but time. But anyway, let me get back to the Olympian.
Hey, if I could go back to my teenage years, I'd be a male gymnast because my sister was a gymnast. And let me tell you something. There are a lot of good-looking, physically fit ladies that did gymnastics, and that would have been a prime place.
Yeah, but they're all 4'10".
It makes it even better.
So you're dating a Smurf.
and they're 16
And
years
you're
old.
and your problem is
But he's 16.
no. That's
too.
only if you're in Eastern Europe.
Michael Stipe has a really big fan. He's a big fan of gymnasts too.
So anyway, so this gymnast hurt his shoulder or something, whatever, and he doesn't get to give a final performance or whatever. Dude, you've been in 2 Olympics. You've had a nice life. Boo-hoo. You can't make your 3rd Olympic. I hate these people.
He only got the team bronze.
So you were rooting for the obstacle course.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it was.
He was on the Olympic team.
Wipe out horribly.
He was on the Olympic team, but only as an alternate.
I wish they would combine it with Wipeout, the old TV
Yes.
show. I wish they would do like all these great big exercise obstacle courses and then have giant big balls.
Yes.
I want to see them get past that.
But it was. Okay, this guy's 6'6". Oh, he's too tall for this. And he completed it. So then you have the gymnast women who are like 5 feet or so, and they're just so small.
She was too tall at 5 foot to be a gymnast on the
Well,
first
there was
team.
a gymnast on last night that was 6 foot. And he taught kids how to gym for American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, that's a male.
you're right.
We're talking about female gymnasts.
I know, I'm talking male gymnast for a
Oh, okay,
second.
male gymnast.
He was pretty impressive. He got through it in the quickest time what we saw. But my thing is, you're
should.
right, Doug. If you're a gym owner...
Did he do some gym kata at the end?
No, he did not.
Okay.
That would kick ass.
Look it up, kids. But he gets there. I think you are right. That's all they do. It's like, man, I wish I owned a gym. Anyways.
And why are there people there from other cities? This guy's here, but he's going to compete in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And he's watching here. Who cares?
And my question is, do they know what
Some of those
obstacles...
guys team up, and they're like training partners, and He's there to train his cheer his
I
training
love
partner
how
on,
we have
even though he's
taken.
not scheduled to go until
Yeah,
another
yeah.
city.
I love how we have taken people that are actively trying to better themselves and just degraded them on this show.
Not all of them are actively trying to better
Okay.
themselves.
Okay.
A lot of them are looking for ego strokes.
Oh, okay.
And of course,
different strokes.
Of course, the best thing from that is a little 5-year-old girl that does her own little Ninja Warrior course in the backyard
Yes.
that everybody
Right.
loves, and
On
it goes
Facebook.
viral. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good byproduct.
And
And my son's really into it. He goes to the playground and he says that he's an American Ninja Warrior and does all the parkour stuff.
And then falls off the merry-go-round.
Hey, broke his arm. No, I'm just kidding.
Parkour.
Parkour.
Parkour! Until he tried to climb up the side of the school wall.
I know what my down was. People on the fucking internet bitching about Fear the Walking Dead this week was in Spanish with English subtitles.
I thought it was great. Well, other than Daniel Salazar's a dick.
And why is
until
he
the
back?
end.
Why is he back?
Until the end, because remember he was a torture dude.
I know, but my thing is this: like they're bitching that it was in Spanish subtitles. They
So?
spent a season in Mexico that was half
Yeah.
Spanish subtitles. Now you're bitching? Shut the fuck up!
Practice your reading skills and learn a
Jeez.
language.
Fucking people.
Come on.
Come on, internet.
Jason, in connection with that, my down
Yeah.
is people on the internet.
Okay.
Well, this whole podcast is in Spanish subtitles, so
It can be. Yes.
fucking A. Start
Hola.
learn Spanish.
Come on.
the SAP
estás?
button.
Yeah.
Donde al baño.
Que pasa,
We did
cabrón?
have a listener in the very beginning wonder why we talk so fast, and then I'm not kidding, I'm not exaggerating. They said, "Oh, we realized that it was on 1.5 speed," and I can't make that up. Somebody did say that.
You could listen to us in 0.5.
Hello.
As somebody who listens to every episode, I want to get it over as soon as possible.
So you listen at two
what your wife
times the
says.
speed.
Just want to get this over as soon as possible. Let's go.
As soon as possible. That's awesome.
Blake, have you bought a tiny house yet?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Hey, breaking news. Daniel Day-Lewis announced his retirement today from acting.
Oh no, we won't get there. It'll be blood too. Oh no, please don't retire. Who the fuck here?
And Daniel Day-Lewis does like one
He's done
movie in
6
3 years.
He's done 6 movies in
Yeah,
20 years.
he does like one movie every
He did
5
My
years.
Left Foot, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not literally My Left Foot, but he did
He
the
did
movie.
the movie, My Left
Okay.
Foot.
The last one he did was Gangsters of New York.
No, Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Abe
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Vampire
Hunter.
Vampire Hunter, yes.
Oh, okay, there you go.
He was awesome as Vampire Hunter.
Is it any connection with, I believe, your story you had last week or the week before? They're not moving on with the Ghostbusters, and then he retired. Is there a connection there?
There's a rumor he wanted
Probably.
to star with Melissa McCarthy. Daniel Day-Lewis was so committed, he was going to shit in a sink.
Oh my
Daniel
God.
Day-Lewis wanted to be the sink, from what I heard. Although I've got nothing to back that
That
up.
took a wrong turn.
Allegedly.
Oh my God. I don't know what to say to that, Jeff. Thank you.
No.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, I found something to shut Jason up with.
Oh, before that, I think
Never mind.
I think Jason was going to ask about our Disabled American Veterans T-shirt charity.
Yeah, we sell T-shirts. We still have some left. Please help buy them. $12. Let us know on Twitter at Bad Ideas Podcast. History at Bad Ideas Facebook page. We actually had a lot of Disney updates a couple weeks ago when Ape Hands was there.
Really?
So, yeah.
Hey, I have a thing. If you are listening and you haven't liked our Facebook page, go like our Facebook page because we're 2 from 200.
Let's keep doing it, people.
Come on, people.
We don't promote the Facebook page as much as we should. We have a lot of news articles on there, and I'm not
We do.
kidding. We do.
And
We have
great memes that I put
Yes.
up there.
Yes.
How many
Jeff
Twitter
just
people?
visits.
How many Twitter people do we have?
We're about 3,000.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Let me see here. I will check that up for you. Blake, do you want to do the poll for Twitter on Bad Ideas Podcast?
Twitter poll of the week.
Woo!
Hobie's best video game console tournament poll, first round, 1990s.
It continues.
Advancing to the next round, we already have the Atari 2600, Nintendo NES, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, Sega CD. First poll, we had contestants for Sega 32X.
Woo!
Boo.
Oh, it sounds like a porn site. Sega Saturn.
Woo.
Nintendo's Virtual Boy.
Talk about a porn site.
Not a porn site. And Sony's PlayStation. Not a porn site either.
Very
Although all those
disappointed
things
at
could
the
actually
outcome of this poll.
could be. So, anyways, coming in last place was the Sega 32X,
I want to recount.
which I think is like 32-bit. Is that where it comes from?
Yeah. It was an adapter you plugged into the Genesis
Oh,
that upped its graphics to 32.
I just remember my one
16.
my one brother went to turn that 32X in at GameStop, and the guy said, "Oh, look, a doorstop. Thank you," because that was pretty much how much it was worth.
I thought it was going to be boat anchor.
I had the 32X.
So let me ask
I
you
was
this:
never turning it in.
So apparently your other brother took your 32 and
I
turned
still
it in.
have it. I still have it.
Oh, so what was
me ask you this.
what was the best game from the 32X?
There was a wrestling game. I went down to the basement to see what the games I had for it.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, I bought it when it was a dead system, so it got it for like, I don't know, $10.
$1.
Or something. I didn't buy it.
Yard sale.
I only had like 5 games for it.
And only one was playable.
Any of them.
did you have the Spider-Man game?
I think that's for the Sega CD.
Was that good?
I don't remember.
I always wanted to play that one.
I don't remember.
Okay. We had Maximum Carnage for the Super Nintendo. That was a fun game.
Next time you're over the house, my son can hook up the Sega. He said he knows how.
He's a millennial. Does he know how to use the red and yellow and blue cords or whatever
I
it
don't
is?
know how he does. I don't know how to do it. So
You can't do that, Fish. That's in the outlet. That's actually in the electrical outlet. Don't touch it. Mm-hmm. Sorry, millennials.
You're blaming millennials for not knowing the electronics?
Yes.
Way to go.
There you go. Then third place with the Sega Saturn with 16%. So that leaves us the Nintendo's Virtual Boy and Sony's PlayStation, which won by 54%. Sony's PlayStation 54, Nintendo's Virtual Boy only 25.
This was
only 25% for the Virtual Boy people.
this was the
you have
highest.
the Virtual Boy.
Oh God, no.
This was the highest poll that we've had so far of the video game thing, and I can't believe of that many people that 25% actually voted for the Nintendo Virtual Boy.
It was so bad it's good.
I was
mean,
very shocked by that.
16 Shades of Red, people.
16 Shades of Red. That's the trilogy to 50 Shades of Grey. Oh yeah, 16 Shades of Red.
That's the male version.
Mario's gripping that tennis racket up and down. Look at him go.
16 Shades of Red.
The sad part is that's how they advertised for it. I was working at the toy store when that came out, and it was on the ads about it being like, wow, look at it, it's so amazing. It's 16 Shades of Red.
16 Shades of Red. That's a selling point. That's right.
Did you find what you were looking up, Jason?
We have 2,820 Twitter followers.
So we
2,820.
need 180 to break the 3,000 mark.
Yes. If you're number 3,000, you get a special prize. All I'm saying is map and Pandora. Just saying that. I'll do the second poll here.
That's not a prize.
It's a loss, I know.
At the Comic Expo, I have a stack of maps to hand out.
That's gonna be
Actually,
awesome.
Welcome to the Comic Expo.
Actually,
Some
that
are only
price
seconds for 24.
payable on delivery and POD.
Second poll, we had 2 polls this week for video games. We have Nintendo 64, Game Boy Color, Sony PlayStation 2, and Sega Dreamcast.
Game Boy Color.
Yeah, that didn't do too well in the poll.
I did Wikipedia, and I started looking around, making sure that this is big enough things. It's not just an add-on.
Oh yeah, no, Game Boy Color was a separate system.
And 32X technically was a separate. It was an add-on, but it was a separate thing.
Yeah,
So
I'm fine with that.
here we go. In last place with 4% of the vote, Game Boy Color,
It's racist.
which surprised me because Game Boy actually did really well in the old poll.
Game Boy did good. The color just really didn't.
How dare you make something better? We hate it.
What do people have against Game Boy Color?
I don't know.
It-
It wasn't 16 Shades of Red. They actually had all the colors of the
By
spectrum.
then, you're expecting the graphics to get better. All it was colorized,
Yeah.
not superior graphics.
They wanted red, and they didn't get enough red.
Exactly. There
They
was
kept
only
holding it up to
There
their
was only
face.
like 2 shades of red in it, I think.
In third place, Sega Dreamcast with 11%.
So the Saturn and the Dreamcast both lost this week.
Does anybody know anybody who had a Saturn or a Dreamcast or even the Atari Jaguar?
But no,
My brother had a, I want to say Saturn.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember a
wasn't worth
lot of advertising for the Dreamcast.
Yes.
Oh,
They advertised the
crazy.
shit out of that.
And apparently they had some games that were pretty good. Like the 4 they released were supposedly great games.
And I don't remember if it was the Saturn or the Dreamcast. They said it was at E3, and they brought it in, and Sega's like, we got the Saturn, or I forget whichever one it is. And everybody thought it was going to be released 6 months later, and they're like, nope, it's being released next month. Go get it. And the developers were like, we're not ready for that, son of a bitch. And they had hardly any games for 2 months, 3 months. And that was they said that was demo. I think it was the Dreamcast.
That might have been the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
I think that was like the games they had were great, but like I said, no one supported it, probably because they weren't given
Enough time.
Because when the Saturn came out, there was a little push behind that, and there were some games that came out.
I'll look that
with
up.
that.
Anyway, so close race. This was a lot
Closest
closer
we've
than
had so far, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought this was a lot. I thought this was going to be blown away, but I was shocked. 44% to 41%. The Sony PlayStation 2 beat the Nintendo 64. I thought Sony PlayStation 2 would rock it.
Oh, I thought the N64 was going to win.
Wow. Okay.
The N64 was a game changer of a video game console. Probably the last big, like the biggest leap from before to after.
Okay.
I think that made the biggest leap since you're probably looking at the original Nintendo.
Okay.
And probably last year where they had video games with characters with oversized heads.
They still make Mario characters.
Boom shakalaka. He's on fire.
But I notice a trend here as we go from the 90s up into the zeros to the 10s. Both of these poll winners were Sony PlayStations.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
It's not really a trend. It's just you looking at the sheet and seeing it.
No, it's a trend.
He's identifying the trend within the
Polls.
data.
That's right.
We do have another poll going on right now. I will get that to you here in a little bit. I can't remember what it is.
I don't think there was another PlayStation.
There wasn't in this one.
The GameCube.
GameCube
was
is in
it.
there.
I remember that.
So, yeah, go vote on Bad Ideas Podcast. Here we go. Actually, good job, Doug. That's why you do the research.
Yes.
We have Game Boy Advance, Microsoft Xbox, Nintendo GameCube, and the Nintendo DS. Lots of Nintendo. That's right. There's 3. So, don't tell us the numbers, Doug, but what's winning right now?
The GameCube.
Okay, so there you go.
Only 14 votes. Come on, people.
Really? That's it? That's a very low number.
I'm one of those votes.
I'm not kidding. We had like over 200 for the first poll that we had, and pretty close to that on the second one. Nintendo, nobody cares
Yeah,
about.
it's like 3 Nintendo systems fighting each other. It's like,
Forget it. Okay, let's do some listener feedback.
And let's go ahead and start with some listener feedback. And this week we start off with Ape Hands.
Doug?
can't give yourself a nickname.
And since he's here in the studio, you can read your own damn feedback.
Okay, with the Wonder Woman a success.
Okay, thank you very much. Regarding last week's... oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, go ahead and continue. Sorry.
Can we stop saying movies are bashed because they star women? We hated Ghostbusters because it was bad.
Yes, we can stop saying that.
I would. I got some cookies in my mouth. Sorry.
I was going to say yes, I completely agree, but I wanted to bring up the news stories that went viral this week about Gal Gadot being underpaid as compared to Henry Cavill, who played Superman. And then when the actual fact-checking came out, it turned out to be false. But it played into the whole women are paid 7/10.
She got paid $300,000.
Yes.
She got
Fake
paid $300,000. But they said, in theory, though, everybody that does superhero movies get paid less the first time.
Oh, yeah.
It's the next ones that they get paid on. Chris Evans was the same way. And Gal Gadot was not a star before this.
Well, neither was Henry Cavill. I think that's an apt comparison.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. No one really knew who Henry Cavill was when Man of Steel came out. And they're saying, well, he was paid $14 million for Man of Steel, and she's getting paid $300,000 for Wonder Woman. It's like, well, he's getting paid on the back end with residuals. Yes. And that's the thing is the article even said, well, we don't know what Gal Gadot's actually going to end up getting paid.
Correct.
Other than her upfront was $300,000.
Who knows?
They're also saying was similar to what Cavill got.
Correct. He ended up with $14 million because he got a portion of everything.
She's actually on track to be paid more than Henry Cavill.
And she should be.
Exactly.
But Henry Cavill, man, he has
Because
muscles.
it was a good, it was a good movie, and she's raking it in. And
As opposed to Henry Cavill, that was in Man of Steel, which was not a good movie.
exactly. So if
Yeah,
he got
still did way too
after
much
all
money.
that 14, she's probably looking like I should at least do that minimum.
Yeah. Good for her.
Okay, but
Yeah.
can we feel sorry for any of these people?
No.
Who
No.
cares?
No, I don't care.
They're so out of touch. I mean, she only made $300,000 for what?
I feel like
The year's work?
I feel like the Oscars really humanize them. I feel it does.
Well, it doesn't make them more animals. I mean, and this year the Oscars.
Really, you went that way?
I went that way. Well, I'm sitting next to Apans. We're waiting to expect me to go.
Apans, use your big Apan and smack him.
Okay, I'll go into the manatee way.
Oh, it's a typical weekend for you.
Yes.
I did see the original Ghostbusters, though. Speaking of Ghostbusters, I watched the last half of that on TV last Saturday or Sunday. That was a really good show.
I thought you were going to say it didn't hold up.
Oh, no, it does. It does. And just when he's like, Ray, what did you do? What did you do, Ray? I thought that was the most simplest thing. That was the most innocent. And then you see the Stay Puft Marshmallow.
So you did that instead of watching Luke Cage.
I got one episode left. One episode.
Half a movie would be what?
Somebody
about an hour?
asks you, you're
Yeah.
a
How
god,
long's Luke
you
Cage?
say yes.
Episodes are about an hour.
About an hour. Okay.
Yeah. One episode left.
And then you still have how many episodes of Jessica Jones?
0. I got caught up.
No, you did.
Okay, 6, 7, 8. Damn it, it's 13 episodes. 8.
Have you watched any of?
Iron Fist?
Yeah.
No.
Iron Fist.
No. Unless he puts on the uniform, I don't care.
Really? You
Yes.
want to see him dressed up?
I want him in a leisure suit. I want him walking
Oh, he
down
wears
the
a
street.
leisure suit. He just doesn't wear that terrible comic book.
I like the comic book one.
No one likes the comic book.
Well, shut up. Anyways. Go ahead, Blake. What else we got?
Regarding last week's draft of Copland from Dev, who supplied us the draft topic, he said Jeff had the only redeemable draft day picks.
He also said that Blake was lazy.
Well, I thought I was being fucking creative.
He said you were lazy on your picks.
Dev doesn't know what the hell he's
And
talking
he said,
about.
and he said my picks were okay until Chief Wiggum. I said, well, fuck you.
Oh, I say that's bullshit.
That's bullshit. We're protesting this.
No, we're not.
He's from Ohio's hat. What does he know?
I've yet to win a draft day. So if you have a team that you would like us to draft, please let us know. Send it on into Bad Ideas Podcast
See, the thing
on Twitter.
is,
And then you
gotta
could judge-
draft to the judge.
See, then you could draft our picks, and then we can judge your winner picked.
What?
He said we're now judging him for judging.
Oh,
us.
yeah, that's
Yes.
Judge. We judge you, Dev.
Hillary, take a little responsibility.
I'm just saying. My email. Never mind. Down the hall. Down the hall.
I thought you destroyed
I'm going to
that
judge
server.
Dev's judgment and say it was perfect.
You're
Anyways.
biased.
I am.
Anyways, from Kevin, just Kevin.
Kevin.
He said, "What is your confidence level in the DC EU? That's the extended universe?
Yes, DC Extended Universe.
After seeing Wonder Woman, use a 1 to 10 scale with 10 being full confidence."
4.
Ooh.
Jason,
Well, since Justice League is next, Joss Whedon is doing more work on it. I'll go 6.
6.
Yeah.
More than half. Okay.
Apans,
Haven't seen it, so I'll say 5.
Good call.
I say B minus.
Okay. Good call. Good call. I'm intrigued by that.
Next, from Admiral Captain Kirk.
Oh, Captain.
He says, new returning shows of June 22nd. Just in case we miss it, he's letting us know. These are the new returning shows.
He wanted our take on it.
Oh, he wants our take on it. The Wall, NBC at 9 p.m.?
10 p.m.
10 p.m.?
Oh, no, 9 p.m.
is the wall.
9 p.m.
Has
The
anyone,
Wall.
has anyone seen The Wall? Let's go through these one at a time.
Isn't
I have
this
seen The Wall.
the situation comedy about Trump?
No.
Oh,
No,
no?
he's not.
It's
No,
not?
this is a game show, which is like a giant Plinko board.
Okay.
And Chris Hardwick hosts.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I want to
Sorry.
see that show of two neighbors on the other side of the wall, on each side of the wall. I want to see that. I want to see that now. Blake, make it happen.
What? That was a Trump situation.
I'm sure Warner Brothers would make that. Do you like The Wall? I was bored by it.
They draw it out too
Yeah.
much, and they try to do all the tugging on the heartstrings, like, oh, this one's for my grandmother who died when I was 12.
She was
Bring me
97.
luck, Granny.
She was 97 years old.
Old age just snuck up on her and killed her one night. How'd she die? She found on the steps.
Old age, the nasty, sneaky assassin.
What else we got next?
And then at 10 p.m., appropriately, the night shift.
Is that the news?
No,
Season 4.
No, it's season 4. It's the hospital one and the ambulance drivers, the people that work the night shift.
I have never seen this.
So it's not about the morgue workers that start pimping out hookers?
No, but I mean,
No, you're talking about the Henry Winkler
Oh, okay.
night shift movie,
I was
which
wondering where
actually
you
is
were going with
really
that.
good, by the way.
yes.
Good bring up.
It's
Good bring up. Yeah,
that's, I
Michael
think,
Keaton and Henry Winkler.
Michael Keaton's first big break.
Hey, where's my money, bitch?
No, it's actually pretty funny. Didn't they also run like a? Yeah, they ran
Shelley
a
Long was the hooker?
prostitution ring
they
out
were
of the
bringing
morgue.
much.
Yeah.
They weren't bringing much money in then.
No, not a whole lot.
Sam, why are you annoying me?
This was, I think, before.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, quick face-off. Night Shift versus Dr. Detroit.
Ooh, Dr. Detroit. He had a claw, didn't he, or something? No, that was from Inspector Gadget.
I'll say Night Shift because I saw it.
I'm going Dr. Detroit because Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, that's.
I'm going night shift because I
Doug,
like.
what are you going with?
Probably Night Shift.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm
3
going
to
Night
1.
Shift because it's Winkler, and one time he jumped a shark.
That's right.
Yeah.
The next one is NBC at 10 p.m. The Gong Show with Chuck D instead
Fuck
of
this
Chuck
movie.
Berry.
That's actually on ABC. ABC, The Gong Show, 10
talking
p.m.
about?
Yeah.
You said NBC.
Well, why don't you separate this stuff with
Don't tell me
colons,
about it.
colons and commas or semicolons?
tell me about it. Talk to the
because all
intern.
this stuff looks this. I'm trying to
All it-
decipher
all the intern did was cut
channels,
and
the
paste
time,
what Captain
and everything
Kirk
else.
said.
Captain Kirk, give us some details here. I need semicolons and commas, or else all
Anyways.
this shit runs together.
Anyways, The Gong Show with Mike Myers playing a character looks fucking
Oh
awful.
yeah,
Looks fucking awful.
I thought that was with Chuck D, not Chuck Berry.
No, it's not true.
Oh, sorry.
It's time out, Doug. These Oreos jelly were pretty damn good. I enjoyed it.
Seriously?
I had one. Yeah, it was pretty damn good. Blake,
Oreo shortcakes.
did you like it?
Of course, I
Yeah.
haven't had sugar in weeks. It was the best thing ever.
After picking out on Pez, no, it was nowhere near.
No. The next one is the one I'm excited about.
I have no idea. Is this on Spike or
Yeah, it's on
ABC?
Spike,
All right, Spike.
The Mist.
10 p.m. Spike, The Mist. Is that Stephen King's?
Yes, they're redoing it. I'm
But they're
intrigued
making
by
a
this.
TV
They're
season
going to
instead
a
of a
TV
movie.
series, yes.
Yeah.
All right, could be good.
I like the trailer so far. Like the trailer.
Okay.
What else we got? A couple other ones real
On
quick.
6/24, I'm assuming is 8 p.m. on NBC Sports. Nitro's Circus.
I have no idea what that is.
Oh,
Was that on MTV one time?
I don't know. Wasn't that something like with a
It's
Kiss
like
album or
it's like
something?
the Fast and the Furious circus cars.
Okay, so I went from I thought it was on NBC or MTV. Jeff thinks it's a Kiss album, and you think it's Fast and Furious. I like it. So no, we will not be watching that.
Okay. And then 6/25, 10 p.m. Preacher Season 2, baby. AMC. 2 special night premiere, Sunday and Monday. I was going to talk about this in our story time, but I saw Admiral Captain Kirk had listed it,
I'm excited.
and it looks really good.
I'm excited. They
I
finally.
like it.
The first season was a lot of world building. Now they built that up after they blew it up.
and now
yeah.
they'll destroy the world.
Yes. Now's the fun part of
Mm-hmm.
the books. And I really am excited to see what you think about this.
And I'm just looking at the previews. I am very excited to see what's coming up.
Did you like the guy dressed as a dog?
Yeah, I liked it all, actually.
That's a little creepy.
And the cowboy and all
Wasn't
that
that
kind of
Willard
stuff.
or something? Or Wilfred?
I did like when he had the two cops hold hands. Really? Come
Yeah,
on.
exactly. I think, I love the pre-comic book world building. Mm-hmm. I talked all about it last year.
Yep.
And not knowing anything about Preacher, or the graphic novels. Very turned on by it.
I never liked Arseface in the comic books, and I'm very happy with it now because I like the actor playing him. So well done there, Preacher. I'm excited about Preacher too.
Me too.
Season 2. What else we got?
From Besotted Geek says, so Batman and Catwoman are getting hitched. This is big news in the DC graphic world.
Yeah.
Thoughts? What superhero would you marry?
First off, this is dumb that they're doing this.
Frankly, I don't care. Why not advance the plot? I mean, they're going to reboot it anyway
Correct.
3 years down the line.
Bruce
so
Wayne, why you get me?
It'll be in a parallel universe.
So who
Why not?
superhero would you
You're
marry?
right.
I'd marry Batman. He's the richest fucker in the world. Why the hell wouldn't I marry him?
Good call. Good call.
Why not? You're right.
Okay.
That
He may want
shames
you
all
put
my
out.
picks.
For that amount of money, I would.
Okay. Good job. So we've seen your bar.
Half of Bruce Wayne's fortune, yes.
Hey, you can have a platonic marriage.
Yeah,
Blake, do you need
happen.
to talk about something? Do you need to hug? You
No,
okay?
I'm just justifying.
Okay.
I'm just justifying Jeff's pick.
Okay. I feel like Bruce Wayne wouldn't want a platonic marriage. I don't feel like
You
that.
never
I
know.
don't
Maybe.
know. He gets his jollies running out in the middle of the night beating up people.
Yeah.
That's true.
I could just stay home and watch television and eat bonbons. I'll take it.
And beating off, so that's how you get your jolly. So
And
good for
why not?
you.
What Alfred's for?
Exactly. That's what Alfred's for. Or
Not me, sir. I'm not
Beat
taking
me
that.
off.
I'll take it from Bruce Wayne, but I'm not taking it from that bearded fellow. He looks like Harambe. I'm not doing that.
I
said
got
good day.
to. I own half of you.
Okay, he's not a slave. He's a butler. Let's figure this out here.
Hey, yeah.
I don't know about you, but you're the size of a tangerine.
Was that supposed to be your Michael Caine impersonation?
No. Why would you think that?
Because you're talking tangerines?
Nope. Anyways, moving on. Who would you marry, Blake?
I would just have to say, I think if Bruce had like a cramp in his calf, I think Jeff could take care of it.
I
He
think
can
he
massage
could
it out
too.
for him.
Yeah.
Anything more than that, he'd be like, I could pay for somebody to come in and do that. Right?
Jeffrey, I have a cramp in my leg. Could you work it out with your tongue?
We'll call somebody up.
Go ahead, Doug. Who are you marrying?
Elastigirl.
Oh! That's a good call. That's a good call. That's good.
Much more limber than gymnast.
Yes.
Dirty bastard, you.
On that
So you
one.
don't need to actually get married to enjoy that part of Elastigirl, though.
Blake, who are you marrying?
Watch this.
She doesn't even have to be in the same room. Honey, you want to come to bed? No, I'm watching TV. Can you just bring it out here? Hell, if she gets with Mr. Fantastic, they don't even have to be in the same state. Of course, I would hate to be right underneath that when it's going on. Oh, it's raining today. Ah!
I opened my mouth.
Tastes like burning. Rich Nulo. So, Blake, who are you marrying?
I stuck with the Catwoman theme. I was like, Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman would be pretty cool.
Catwoman now.
But then also the original Batman Catwoman, from
Ooh,
the 60s.
Jolie Newmar.
Yeah,
Or
we
like
could do
Merriweather.
that too.
Or, yeah, marry her.
exactly.
Or Eartha Kitt.
All three of them.
Eartha Kitt was a little weird.
Or Halle Berry.
God, no. Well,
No, not Hallie. Well, okay.
If I must.
Yeah, okay. If
Only
I have
Benjamin Pratt
to.
comes with her. Benjamin Pratt.
Okay.
I'm thinking Black Canary. She has the fishnet stockings. Of course, she is loud. That could be a problem. That could be a problem.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. But then when she
Could
screams,
anybody be louder than you?
I think she could be, and then that would tear down the house. It would break. It would do at least foundation issues.
But the thing is, at least when she's faking it, you'd know because she's such a terrible actress.
But then again, Doug, who cares?
Well, coming to the expo this year.
See, my biggest problem is you're picking people based on things you don't need to get married for. I need to get married to get half of his fortune.
Okay, fine. Let's see. Maybe Harley Quinn? No, that would not be
I'm
good.
sure she would follow her vows.
By killing you.
Back to your head.
Yeah, I think I'm going Black Canary. I think so. Elastigirl was a good one, though. I like that one.
Great.
Who would you get married to, listeners? Please tell us. Let us know.
Or don't. Not after this conversation.
Oh no, we'll be reading them back next week.
Okay, go ahead, Blake. What's next?
Some listener reviews. And Jason keeps pandering for listener reviews.
I did not on this week.
But you can send them anyways because we will put them on there and because we care.
Yes.
This is from Kevin at Cincy Explorer. He said, came across Zookeeper, starring Kevin James on TV. Couldn't watch for more than 3 minutes before turning it off.
So 3 minutes is now the new record
For a Kevin James show?
for how much someone was able to watch a Kevin James show.
Okay.
He didn't finish that, but I saw when Zookeeper was on. What I think he meant to say was, he couldn't watch it for more than 3 minutes before turning it off because he had to flip over to the other channel that was showing Paul Blart 2.
Oh.
They were on at the same time. I almost called you to,
Yeah, that's a
that's
tough
like a
one.
Sophie's choice.
That is a Sophie's choice. That's when you choose yourself. I think you do. Wow.
Wow.
It's rough. Next ones, we have some corrections. Big Dev, the Psy Guy. And actually, we have a live version.
Doug, go ahead. Come on, Doug.
What?
Doug,
You're on it.
do it.
You're on it.
Big Dev the Psy Guy. Dev, 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 Dev. Big Dev the Psy Guy. Dev, Dev, Dev.
You can't put that. You can't do that justice. That is good job, Doug.
yeah,
Good
thank you,
job.
thank
Good job. Live version.
Live version. There you go.
Also, if you see Ape Hands at the Cincinnati Comic Expo this year, he will sing on key if you ask him to.
And measure his hand against yours.
We will have a sing-off.
It will not be on key.
Oh, that's
It'll be on
true.
demand, but it won't be on key.
I'll be singing all the single ladies.
No, you won't be.
Or one shot, the Hamilton song, right? Is that the one?
What? One shot? One? Isn't that?
I got one shot for this.
8
I'm going to.
Mile, isn't it?
Oh, same thing. Same thing as Hamilton. It's fine. It's fine. Got one shot. I'm Hamilton. Give me my Constitution.
Thank
Yes.
you, Aaron Burr.
Thank you.
Anyways, so Big Dev, the Psy Guy, says, even though Kate is a duchess, as in like,
The Duchess of York.
yes, Duchess of York.
I was talking about Kate last week from England, UK.
Or in dessert cakes. She will be queen if William ever takes the throne.
Now I got a question about this, which now Dev has to answer.
Okay.
Though. A male takes the throne and is king, and his wife is queen.
Yes.
But if a female takes the throne as queen, her husband is a prince.
Really?
Because it's Prince Philip, not King Philip.
Or
That's
Duke.
true.
Prince Philip. How come Prince Philip?
Isn't
because
King
he
Philip.
wasn't the direct bloodline? Is that it?
Well, but I'm just saying, Kate Middleton won't be the direct bloodline, but she will get the title queen.
I didn't vote for him to be king.
Well, Prince Philip did take a retire. Did you see he retired? Oh, I'm so worried, buddy. You had a rough life there. Woo! You okay?
You know what?
How many
I'm gonna-
carriage rides did you
I'm
take?
going to renounce this king throne.
Oh, he didn't
but,
renounce. He just retired.
I think
Retired,
old
but-
age snuck up on him.
But
too.
you can pay me a life salary of $100,000 a year.
Trump's going to get a life salary after 1 year of being there. Never mind. Moving on.
Mine.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yes, it took somebody from Ohio's hat to educate us on the British
actually-
royalty.
We also have some corrections next week about the UK Parliament and about the
Lord
election.
Buckethead?
No, yeah. About the election.
Oh,
Big Dev is not only our UK correspondent, so is Tristan. He's actually from the UK, so he has some information next
is
week.
that Sir Tristan?
It's going to be from now on.
Did he vote
Sir Tristan?
Is he one of the Knights of the Round Table?
It's just a model. Shh. Sorry.
Okay. Next one
We got
is
Nick Albright.
Nick Albright.
Oh, Nicky. You know how to do it. Oh. Yeah. That's your cue, Blake.
Can you give me Nick Albright's feedback for this week? Thank you.
Professional amateurs.
I want Jeff
Who doesn't? Besides Bruce Wayne.
woke
Oh.
up next to me some morning.
Oh. Unless you have a double king, there's not enough room in that bed for anyone else.
I'm talking queen size.
Yeah. For a queen.
I don't even know what that means.
Neither do I. That's not really a question.
I think it was a request. If you would like Jeff to wake up next to you, please let us know.
Well, he wants
At
me
the expo.
At the expo.
Bring an air mattress.
No, he wants me to woke up.
We're going to ask Andrew for some space. Why do you need the space?
Now,
We got
hold
an air
on.
mattress coming in.
Now, hold on. He said woke. Woke was in quotation marks. I think this is in reference to a couple episodes ago.
Based off my rant on
Based off his
stupid-
rant on being the woke stuff.
Yes.
Is that by woken up by Twitter?
No.
I don't remember this.
It's
So he
stupid
wants me to
piece
be
of-
aware of social injustice next to him some morning.
Yes.
That's less sexy.
Yeah.
To be honest, I disappointed in that. Thought you guys were talking sex.
Speaking of sex,
Yes.
Dez. Dez Hassing.
We're most educated.
Yeah, he just finished his human sexuality degree too.
Yes.
He just did that like the past couple
You
weeks.
keep trying, Des. One day you're going to have sex.
Exactly. He said, "Okay, Bringer, you want trouble? I'll give you trouble."
With its P, stand for pool.
Cast Riverdale
Riverdale.
using the Hobie cast.
We could do that right here. Hobie cast. Okay, it could be like a riddle me this. Doug, you always bitch that we don't do the old school stuff. Here we go. We're going to do Archie. Who's Archie? From all the people that we've ever had on. That's a tough one. I think I might go with the Bigfoot Hunter. I think that would be a good one. I think that would be a good one. I feel like
For
that's a-
Archie?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Actually, I would probably take him as Jughead's dad. Jughead's dad.
I'll take the Bigfoot Hunter's Jughead's
Yeah, there we
dad.
go.
Yeah.
Okay, Doug, who's Archie? We'll do this as a joint thing here.
I think Scamp Jeff would be a good Archie.
Doesn't have any muscle.
One of our guests did.
Blake does. It's Hobie cast.
Yeah, but Blake is too good to be Archie.
I'm still going Archie. Blake.
But he does the podcast without a shirt on.
That is true.
True.
Good point.
I'm going Archie as Blake.
I still
All right,
wear
Blake, you get
pants.
to be Archie.
Who's Jughead? Who wears the hat?
I would guess you.
You think me?
He's the dumbest one. I think.
Okay, that's good.
All right, so Jason's
From the
Jughead.
comic book, he's the dumbest one.
And you can tell in the TV show, he's probably going to get a degree in communications with his
Oh
writing.
dear God!
I don't know. I could see Jeff Morris wearing a hat.
Actually, that wouldn't be bad. I'll go with
He is
more.
the writer, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going
I
to
can see
yeah.
Scab
Oh,
Jeff.
he's
He's
Scab
published a book. Yeah.
Scab
Scab
Jeff.
Jeff.
Yep.
Yeah.
So your best friend is Scab Jeff.
Yes.
Who's Veronica?
Jeff.
I can take that. Veronica's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the only
you
good
go.
character in the show.
Who's the other one?
Betty.
Betty, thank you. Betty, that could be a good one. Let's see. She's wholesome, but she has a dark side to her.
She was attracted to Archie early, but then she hooked up with Jughead.
Let's not get in trouble for libel. We're
The
going
female perspective?
Yeah, we're passing. Okay, then who else we got? Who else we got?
Kevin.
Oh, okay. I could be a Kevin. I could be a Kevin.
Yeah.
Who's
feel like
Kevin?
The gay one.
Yeah, he's the
That's
sheriff's
the Dit
son.
Man.
You know, he does kind of look like the Dit Man. You know what? We're going Dit Man is Kevin. Kevin, there you go.
Oh, I was going to put the Dit Man as Moose.
Yeah, I could see him as Moose. Okay, so I'm Kevin.
You're Kevin.
Okay.
So you're trying to get with Moose. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
They did that in like the first or second episode.
Yeah, that's true.
When they found the body,
That's
they were
right.
hooking up.
Who's the guy that's the Boy Scout leader that shoots things?
I have no clue.
You know the guy that was shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
he's
Dez. I'm going with Dez for them.
He's Des.
Yeah.
I could see that. I'll agree with
Is
that.
he? You see that one?
Who is Hermione Lodge?
Who's Hermione Lodge?
Veronica's mother?
Oh,
Hooked up
Nickel.
With Archie's dad?
Nickel.
Nickel. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got our hockey reports. And,
Yeah. Yep.
okay.
So there you go. There's your Riverdale cast using Hobie. Thanks, Des. Ha! Backfired on you. That was gold.
So the definition of gold has changed.
Fool's gold. Canadian gold. It's only worth 0.74 of
Unless it's tire
American
money.
gold.
What you got there, Archie?
Next one from the Pop Culture Cafe. They got two, actually. They said, did the failure of the Mummy put an end to the Dark Universe?
I think they're still going to try and salvage. They're going to come up with what's the next one they had in line?
Creature from the Black Lagoon?
I thought there was one before that they were going to do. Maybe it was Creature.
Bride
I
of
don't
Frankenstein.
remember. Bride of Frankenstein, that's it. I think they're still going to do Bride of Frankenstein and then see what happens.
Because that's Angelina Jolie, right? That they're trying to get?
Okay, but didn't we have the same question when Dracula failed, when I Frankenstein failed, when the Mummy failed?
But
Mummy's made money over
they finally came out and said, starting with this Mummy, it is the Dark Universe.
From this point forward.
So all the other ones they said, nope, that's not it.
And we're
Nope, that's not it.
starting now. No, we're starting now.
No.
Now we're starting now. Now.
This point on.
This week. This week.
This has Tom Cruise. We
This
got
week.
it. We got it.
Exactly.
It's not doing too good.
This week. All right, there you go. Oh, and then Pop Culture Cafe has a second question. It says, if a She-Hulk...
Shit's in the woods.
Is it a green pile? No. If a She-Hulk were to be made, would you gents or the general public? Oh, would you gents or the general public be interested in seeing it? I would see it. The Pop Culture Cafe.
The person that directed Tank Girl a long time ago is interested in making She-Hulk. I'm actually would be fine with that.
No, I like
Except I
She-Hulk.
saw Tank Girl, the movie.
Yeah, that's the problem.
If she's involved, I would say no.
Since you're involving whoever created Tank Girl, that makes me less inclined to want to see it.
But I do have a question.
But I like-
In this age of equality, when the Hulk goes into Hulk format, his pants stay on. She-Hulk, is she topless? I think in the age of feminism,
Yes.
I think feminists would have to say, yeah, she is topless because she is feminist.
I'm with
I
you.
will say
Thank
you don't.
you.
Woman
nope.
power.
Women power, that's right.
I wouldn't be necessarily opposed to
Going
it,
topless is a feminist protest.
but you obviously don't know anything about She-Hulk because She-Hulk can actually control when she.
I really don't want to know about that
Unlike
stuff.
the Hulk.
I just want to know, does
So
her
she
cup size
wears-
change when she
Yes,
goes
her
into
cup
She-Hulk?
size does change.
That's what I want to know. That's
She-
all I
She
care
also
about.
wears proper uniform for that to happen.
After she changes or before she changes?
She wears it underneath. This is the Marvel Universe.
Man, come
They all
on, where's the
got
equal
costumes.
opportunity? Where's the equal opportunity? That's what I want to know.
This was
If
actually
it makes you feel better, her pants come off.
Ooh. She going to bikini briefs?
She kind of, it's a one-piece bathing suit look is
Yeah.
what she wears.
That's when she joined the Fantastic Four. Remember that? So this actually was one of my favorite questions in a long
Until I
time.
ruined it?
Pretty much, yeah.
And so I appreciate that, Blake.
welcome.
Thank you, Archie. I actually would be
size.
interested in seeing the She-Hulk, especially if the Hulk is probably going to be gone in a couple of movies. Bring She-Hulk in.
Especially
Why
well,
not?
she
Put
don't-
her in a space arena and fight Thor in some sci-fi Star Trek shit. Why not?
No.
That's been done. We don't need to do that now.
Fight Black Widow. Cat fight.
Glad you guys have
the
really
thing-
fucked this over on my
The thing that
favorite.
would be great about She-Hulk is if you follow the sense of the comic book.
Mm-hmm.
It would be, well, other than the R rating stuff.
All right, I'm
but
sorry. She'll be in Wonder Woman 2 fighting the god Ares in some arena with some sci-fi shit where Thor is overseeing the arena.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Yeah, yes, he is.
Okay, just checking.
But her comic book is a little quirky and
Yeah.
strange, and that's got to come through in the movie.
I agree.
It can't
All
be
right.
one of these big, well,
I would actually be
Well-
fine with it being a Netflix
Well,
series.
honestly,
yeah, that
I
probably
would be
work
very
better.
fine with that.
how does She-Hulk differ from Hulk? You said corny from the
She's
comic
intelligent.
books. I mean, how does she come about as compared to Bruce Banner?
It's actually just the Hulk. He just identifies as a woman.
There you go. All right, well there you go. It's transgender.
Jessica Walter is
Okay.
Bruce Banner's cousin,
Oh, okay.
and for some convoluted reason, she needed a blood transfusion
And got it from Bruce.
and got it from Bruce.
This was a good idea right there.
Yeah, even though he knew he had poisoned blood,
Yes.
but She can control it, and
So
she
it's a
doesn't
man's
lose
fault.
her intelligence.
So it's a man's fault.
It is.
It's
Oh,
the man's
well,
fault.
It's definitely the man's
All
fault.
right.
But anyway, so she can control it. She's intelligent. She actually becomes an attorney at one point.
She's
Yeah.
a lawyer.
She-Hawk, women lawyer.
She-Hawk attorney at law.
She actually fought caveman lawyer. So it was a good job. It was good. Phil Hartman. No, I like it as a Netflix. Thank you, Pop Culture Podcast. I appreciate that, Cafe. Pop Culture Cafe.
Yeah. Thank you for taking your meaningful, good question and letting us.
I'm not kidding. That
ruin
was
it.
one of my favorite questions, and Archie fucked it over. Go ahead, wrap this shit up.
And that's all we got.
Okay.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Okay. Atari has never entirely gone away, but the company hasn't released
Entirely?
entirely. I have a speech impediment. They haven't released a new console in 24 years. Actually, I thought it was longer than that, but I forgot we did have the console, the Atari Jaguar. I guess I should have paid attention. At E3, Atari indicated that the new console was finally on the horizon. By Mashable, Atari announced that the upcoming console will be called Atari Box,
So original.
and its exterior looks a lot like the classic Atari consoles, including a wooden finish.
It's the way to go.
Faux wooden finish.
Yes. He's going to have paneling on it, too.
Yeah.
The exact details of the Atari box have not yet been announced,
But it'll look like your basement from the 70s.
but presumably it will be power enough to carve out a place for itself in a landscape that includes Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and the Nintendo Switch.
Why'd you even mention the Nintendo Switch?
Because that actually is becoming popular.
Sure.
Well, they sold 2 million already. Anyways, we're back in the hardware business, said Atari CEO Fred Christmas, or Chesness, I don't know,
Shiznay?
during an interview with Game Beats. Boom, boom, boom. Christmas didn't offer many details beyond that, but he noted that it will incorporate PC technology and the design is still being developed.
Oh,
Well,
shit. It's going to have computer technology? Oh, wow.
Personal computer
Oh,
technology.
shit.
It's going to run Microsoft 98.
Well, it's better than
95,
having to have
95.
like ENIAC computer technology where you need like a room the size of the Empire State Building to run it.
Chesnick is also the latest owner of Atari, as the company has changed hands many times in the past 35 years. Under the current leadership of Chesney, Atari has primarily made its money through mobile games and licensing its brand. So there you go. I don't know about you, but I've been waiting for Missile Command 2017 for a long time. Maybe
I'm
Yar's
waiting for
Revenge.
Missile Command 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, I touch.
Yar's Revenge. I can't wait.
I think when they release this, they should have, for free, in the memory, built in already, every Atari game previously.
Unfortunately, that's all the memory is going to have. Damn it!
It's only got 64K.
Yeah, I'm about to say you can get all that memory in less than half a gig.
And again,
And you have to have your own hard drive. You got your own floppy disk insert.
floppy disk.
So to download the game.
But instead of a controller, it's just paddles that you're using now. With 16 buttons all around the circular part of the paddle.
Hey, they need to bring those paddles back because I hate playing those games that use paddles on these machines that you don't have the paddles, so you can't play the game properly.
What game were you playing?
Kaboom!
Oh, okay.
I like Kaboom.
I
That
love
was
Kaboom,
awesome.
but you need the paddle to play it right.
You're moving those buckets of water to catch all
Yeah.
the bombs, man. It's awesome.
But there was always one paddle that was skittish. You didn't want that one. If you had that one, you automatically lost.
Or the one that like jiggle back and forth when you're not moving it.
Yes.
I put this in here because I knew you were coming on the show this week, Doug. Because this is the best part, A-Pains. On this article, at the bottom, you have the comments section, and they did not disappoint. And the one guy's like, I'm only getting it if it has beat them and lick them or whatever that one was. What's the one? The dirty one?
Beat them and eat them and beat them.
Yeah,
beat 'em and eat 'em.
Yeah.
Beat
yeah.
them and eat them.
He said, I'm only getting it if it has that.
Wow.
And I was like, well played, Internet. You did well.
Was that Jeff Morris?
It was Scab Jeff. It was Scab.
Yeah, beat them. Not skipping right over Custer's Last Stand. Or
That's the
whatever
other
it was.
Miriam, I'm intrigued by this. Anything that comes out with another console, I'm fine with. I'm okay with that.
Will you buy it?
God, no.
Well,
But
then who cares?
again, I don't mind if they come out with another one. I think it's kind of fun, but they said that they're hoping that it's not a flashback machine like the Sega Genesis and Nintendo, and they said no, it's supposed to be a whole new system. My thing is, do you have enough third-party software to run it? That's the issue.
What what can you hang your hat on as Atari? I mean, Nintendo has Mario, and
Yeah.
what does Atari?
Pitfall Harry.
Pitfall.
That's Activision now.
Yeah, that was
That's not
Activision.
Atari.
But
Yar-
it's on Atari.
It's
Right, but they don't own it.
Yar's Revenge?
Yard's Revenge, Missile Command.
But the problem is they've licensed these
Space
out, and
Invaders?
some of these they don't even own the rights to anymore. So they might do Rocket Command now. So that would be exciting.
Yeah. Defender? Do they have Defender?
Defender was a great game. I like that.
What about Berserker?
Berserker.
Adventure?
Oh, Adventure. There you go.
Adventure.
Want them to do everything else is beautiful, like the updated graphics, except you're still a square. You're still a square. Everything else is updated, but you're a square.
Oh, no, and that dragon creature has to...
The orange dragon or
the
yellow.
thing that
Hold on.
looks closer to a seahorse than a dragon?
Yes.
Everything will be combat.
Oh.
No. See, but if we play game 36, they bounce until it hits the person.
Which is the most annoying thing ever. I'm happy they're coming back, but they said the one video game reviewer from another website said, "Is it even possible that they have the money to make a new console? Because it costs about $1 billion because of research and development to even get a console off the ground."
Well, if you don't research or development, it won't cost that much.
It's actually the 7800. They're just putting it out in a new box.
Actually, it plays Xbox One games great because that's all it is an Xbox One.
They took the Xbox on, just put the Atari finish on it. I like it. I like it. Be looking for the Hobie Station coming out next year.
On Atari.
What is this, a turducken? 20 years ago, Joel Schumacher,
This is great. I love this story.
he blessed us with Batman and Robin
No, he didn't.
by introducing us George Clooney's bat-nippled Batman. A pointlessly zombie-like Bane. A pun-happy Arnold Schwarzenegger. Ice to see you.
Which was not in the movie.
You know what killed the dinosaurs?
The Ice Age.
The Bat credit card. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other foolish. You know, I could get through a lot, but I couldn't get through the Bat credit
That
card.
credit card probably was the low light.
Who do you send the bill to? It's not the. That's bullshit. If you have to send it to Gotham City,
No, they send it to the League of Justice or the Hall of Justice.
they sent it to Bruce Wayne, but they still couldn't figure out who he was.
Did he get double the air miles?
He did. And a bunch of other foolishness you'd probably rather forget. In an interview with Vice, Schumacher spoke about the movie's poor reception,
No
the sequel
shit.
he almost had, and why Val Kilmer quit, and Bat Nibbles. He said, "I want to apologize to every fan that was."
No. You've got to read the first sentence.
Okay. He kicked off his interview with an apology.
Straight off the bat.
He said, "I want to apologize to every fan that was disappointed because I think I owe them that.
No shit.
I sent them to the electric chair. I thought I owed it to him." He said people reacted like I had murdered a baby,
You did.
but nonetheless, he took responsibility.
Thank goodness.
I take full responsibility.
Thank you.
Well written, Vice. I walked into it with my eyes open, and,
No, you did not.
and what I really feel bad about is the crew.
You fucking should.
I feel like their work wasn't acknowledged like it could have
damn
been.
straight.
The Vice interview was filled with interesting tidbits,
Oh,
including he wanted to make another Batman movie after
Thank
Batman and Robin.
God he didn't.
He even met with Nicolas Cage about playing the Scarecrow.
But he was too busy hung up on wanting to be Superman.
Put the bunny down. So rumor was that Howard Stern was also up for the Scarecrow. He read for it.
Oh God.
Speaking of casting, Schumacher explained why George Clooney replaced Val Kilmer. He said that Kilmer left the project when he was cast in The Island of Dr. Moreau. Oh. And explaining Kilmer's departure, he told him, "But man, it's Marlon Brando."
That's right.
Yeah. good
And
luck with that.
after he did the other Batman, he's like, screw
Is
this.
that what killed Marlon Brando doing that movie?
The good taste did.
Dr. Island and Dr. Moreau?
Yeah.
But old age did. It snuck up on him.
Oh,
And obesity.
that snuck up too.
That's never a silent killer.
I thought the Godfather killed him.
The real Godfather.
But isn't Val Kilmer the smart one here? Nobody remembers the Island of Dr. Moreau. Everybody remembers how bad Batman and Robin.
That is true.
Correct.
Let's see here. He said Schumacher also explained what was up with the can't be unseen nipples added to Batman's suit. I love this explanation.
Oh, please.
By the time Batman Forever came around, rubber molding had become so much more advanced. So I said, let's make it anatomical, and gave photos of these Greek statues and those incredible anatomical drawings you see in medical books. Jose Fernandez did the nipples. I love that line. And when I looked at them, I thought, that's cool. No, it isn't.
No. Do you do the little nuts and bolts too for the No.
Oh God, just think how terrible it could have been if the codpiece was anatomically.
No.
That was a penis.
No.
It was Dr. Manhattan from the other movie.
But I'll put the nipples on. No.
I did like this article. Well done.
It was a great article.
Some quickies here. Transformer World. Yes, that's a real site. Sifted through the latest issue.
Wait, hold on. Is that being added on to Avatar Land?
Yes, it is.
Apans, did you see the construction of that?
No. Transformers is at Universal.
Oh.
Disney has GoBots.
Get your part
Sorry.
straight. Yes.
Disney has GoBot
Well,
World.
who's got the Micronauts?
Nobody. Big lots down the street. Transformer World has sifted through the latest issue of Empire magazine for intel on the future of the Transformer franchise. Oh, thank God.
Oh, boy.
Bumblebee spinoff is going to be aimed at younger audience. I thought all the Transformer movies
shit.
were.
Yeah, younger than what?
Bumblebee would be set in the 1980s, making it a prequel of sorts to the Michael Bay films.
So
Well,
Bumblebee will be able to talk in the new one?
I don't know.
Oh.
It said that we'll
Cashing
see
on the
fewer,
Stranger Things.
we're going to see
phenomena.
fewer Autobots and Decepticons too. You know what? I hope we have like a feel-good movie of him trying to make his way in the city, like a Rhonda or whatever it's called. Rhoda, what is that called?
Mary
The TV
Tyler
show.
Moore.
Yeah, that works too.
So
I was going to say
Bumblebee-
Babe, Pig in the City.
Bumblebee, a coming of age story.
There you go. He gets his period at the age of 14. And it's a beautiful thing.
He starts leaking oil.
He has a tough grandfather that he lives with, but he just looks out for him. He has a down-to-earth grandma. The article also states that one upcoming movie in the works has a setting in ancient Rome.
Stop.
Oh, boy.
Stop. Don't need it. No.
I can't wait.
Maybe Egypt. I'll give you Egypt. Not Rome. Nope.
Mark Wahlberg said that this is his last Transformers, the one coming out this week.
Mark Wahlberg also said, I think we found a Transformer.
It's Optimus Prime. So in this new one, they destroy the whole planet. So everything has to be a prequel in this one.
They did destroy the planet?
I don't think officially, but in the trailer, they're destroying a lot, and
I'm sure they save it by
the
the end.
robots are all over the world, and there's nothing left of the land. So it's a wasteland.
Apparently, we made a new planet.
Some
to
could
go
say it's a
to.
teenage wasteland. Yeah. Anyways,
Boo.
finally, the guys over at Hashtag Show have a list of character breakdowns for X-Men: Dark Phoenix. Yes, another time travel film. It's quite an extensive rundown. It includes Sunfire, Dazzler,
Jane Grey.
Mimic,
Jane Grey.
Rogue,
Jane Grey.
Carl Lycus, aka Soren,
Jay Grey.
and Mastermind may be introduced, as well as members of the Hellfire Club and the Shi'ara Imperial Guard.
Shi'ar.
That's close.
And Jean
And-
Grey's already been introduced. Those were the new characters they were listing.
This goes
sorry.
along with also the cast from Apocalypse.
Now, is this the Electric Hellfire Club?
No.
Sure.
It's the
Now,
Electric
my
Hellfire.
problem is, wow, that's a whole lot of people they're adding
I'll be honest.
for a 2-hour movie that probably should be about an 8-hour movie if you're telling the story right.
When has Fox ever not had enough character development in X-Men films? I feel like they hit that part out of the ballpark.
Yeah, they always develop their characters great.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at
Blob.
X-Men 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember the great character development they had on Psylocke in that movie.
Oh, God. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
the great character development they had of Quill,
Yes.
who they realized they gave the wrong name to in the credits.
To their
They
credit.
called him Kid Omega, and they're like, that's a completely different one.
To their credit, they didn't have a fact checkers. Checkers.
Oh, that is to their credit. So they got the same budget we do.
Does anyone care about this movie?
How did Sauron from Lord of the Rings make this X-File?
Not Lord of the Rings.
He walked a
Sorry.
long way, and then he found this movie being filmed, and he's like, "Hey, can I?"
Was
go
he
on
brought there by walking trees?
this? Sure. Fucking ends. Doug, are you excited about this movie?
No.
Okay.
Did Carl Lycos Sauron, does he have one eye?
I
Like
got one eye.
Cyclops?
No. No, the Carlycosauron is a guy who turns into a pterodactyl-like creature.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Pterodactyl.
I've got no arms.
Well, they have arms, they're just tiny.
They have little arms that kind of stick out on the side and the big wings. Yeah,
So he can't pick up anything that they need during the battle. I can't wait for this. This is going to be awesome. Did you see Apocalypse, Doug?
I have it on my DVR.
Okay, so
along with Batman versus Superman.
But I guarantee this will be the best X-Men movie
of the year?
ever.
Okay.
Because they got Dazzler.
There's your news of the geek. Hey, Hobie listeners. Wait on September 22nd through 24th. If anything, if you're in Cincinnati, you should probably come to the Cincinnati Comic Expo at the Duke Energy Center. It's a fun-filled weekend with lots and lots of fellow geeks and nerds. Here's some of the stars coming. Julian Glover from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, from Game of Thrones. He plays the Heatmeister, I think. We also have Greg Capullo, the artist from Batman. We got John Ratzenberger, Cliff Clavin himself, and in every other Pixar films. Wish I should probably lead with that instead of the Cliff Clavin, because no one has seen that in years. We also have Adam Hughes, who was on Wonder Woman. And we got Carrie Yules from The Princess Bride, Robin Hood, Men in Tights, and many other films. So, if you're in the Cincinnati area, September 22nd through the 24th, 2017, go to the CincinnatiComicExpo.com, get your tickets, and we will see you at the expo.
The Epic Film Guys podcast is a film comedy podcast with two best friends celebrating everything we love about going to the movies. We've got great beer, amazing guests, and quirky characters unlike anything you've ever heard before.
Well, I just assumed you were drinking that chocolate stout that you were going to make with the cheapest crap chocolate ice cream in a Miller Lite. I remember being a young man and my mother telling me I didn't have a name because I was illegitimate. I don't know what that word means. Never be sorry on the Epic Film Guys podcast. Never be sorry. Cut in, talk over.
I'm
us,
sorry
and
every
shut the
time I
fuck
finish
up.
doing an episode.
I didn't hear that, Nick. Don't bring it up yet. I'm not supposed to come out till like the end of the episode.
Subscribe to the Epic Film Guys on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, or your favorite podcast app. And we'll see you at the movies.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
All right, in Box Office Bombs, the movie Rough Night opened in 7th place, just $8 million domestically, another $4 million overseas, and disappointing the studio as estimates were ranging about $20 million.
So it had a rough opening.
It was a rough night.
The film had a C+ on Cinema Score, which is worse than a B-,
It's a kiss of death.
and 50% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is higher than a lot of things that Rotten Tomatoes has been getting.
Mm-hmm.
The budget was $20 million, but another $30 million on marketing of a movie I never heard of.
Yes.
All right.
Scarlett Johansson was in it.
Was?
Yeah.
So does this kill the Black Widow movie because she can't open it?
That's right. That's right. It kills it. You know what killed it? Marvel.
The Ice Age. I'm sorry. Number one this week, Cars made $53.5 million in its opening weekend.
Cars 3.
Oh, Cars 3, I'm sorry. The third Cars movie.
The one review that they're posting out there is the first Cars movie worthy of Pixar. I was like, I don't know if you want that as there.
Wow.
So they're saying it's better than the first Cars movie.
I like the first one.
Second one was god-awful.
The second one is so bad. So bad.
I mean, I think Pixar took a hit just because the quality of that is so bad that, oh, it's bad.
Well, yeah.
I don't even know where I'm going with that. It's that
But
bad.
Disney was happy because they made $1 billion in toys.
Toys, yes.
But number one toy.
You can still throw out toys and do a direct-to-DVD
You know what, though?
release without putting it in the theaters.
You try buying Waterworld toys. There's not they bombed Waterworld toys. Cars they sell.
Did you see the thing I sent you?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. This is somebody was writing an article about, because one of the cars is a woman, a female apparently. Girls want to see someone who looks like them doing the things they're interested in. They're cars.
What? The Cars movie?
The director of the Cars movie said, girls want to see someone who looks like them doing things they're interested in.
So the cars look like the girls, and the girls are interested in cars.
Why?
I'm confused.
Yeah, right. They're cars.
Bambi's mom looks like a female, so that's good. That's good.
Okay. Number 2, Wonder Woman made another $41 million, a total of $275 million on a budget of $149 million, plus all the overseas money.
It's over $500,000, or half a billion.
So it hasn't caught up to Guardians of the Galaxy yet. All Eyes on Me made $27 million in its opening weekend on a $40 million budget.
That's the Tupac movie. They said they were pretty happy with it.
I would be happy with $27 million on a movie about Tupac.
You know, Michonne is in that, Blake.
Who?
Michonne from Walking Dead.
Oh.
So,
Cool.
She has a katana sword. That's actually who kills Tupac.
I'm going to say actually Michonne or just the actress who plays Michonne?
Michonne.
Okay.
I would see it.
The Mummy made another $14 million, a total of $56.5 on a budget of somewhere between $125 and $190.
They will not confirm.
Nor deny.
It makes me laugh.
And rounding out the top 5, 47 Meters Down made $11.5 million in its opening week on a $12 million budget. So, wow, they almost got their budget back in the first weekend.
Good for them.
Upcoming June 23rd of 2017, Transformers: blah blah night crap.
The intern actually texted me and said, I refuse to write this, and I refuse to look this up because I don't know which the title is, so we're just going with this. I said, you go for it, girl.
Blah blah night crap.
Yes. But it's got Anthony Hopkins.
Blah blah night crap. We buying and selling this week?
Yeah.
All right, Owen Wilson, buy or sell him.
Doug, you're number 1. You're
Buy.
first.
Buy.
Okay.
There's going to be a Cars 4, Cars 5, Cars 6. Sky's the limit for him.
I'm getting out of the Owen Wilson business.
So that's most of America.
If I can't see his crooked nose in his best film, what's the point of having stock in him?
I'll buy because I don't think he's that high right now. So
Zoolander 3, you never know.
Cars 3 just opened with 50.
Wait a minute. Did you say Zoolander 3? I'm buying.
Please don't. Next.
Well, Scarlett Johansson.
Buy. I don't care what she's in. Buy.
Can't get me enough of Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett. Doug?
Buy.
Yep.
Yeah, I have to buy even though I'm going to lose money on it.
Her
Exactly.
scenes in Iron Man 2.
There is no
Yes.
bad scenes with Scarlett Johansson.
No.
But this does lead me to a question. I did jot this down as we were doing buy sell, and this was something going back to her Lost in Translation.
Yes.
In the end of the movie, Lost in Translation, they're standing in the middle of Tokyo, and it's noisy, and Bill Murray's character is hugging her, and he whispers something into her ear, but you don't know what it is, and you can't hear what
you
he's
can read
saying
lips.
to her. No, I can't read lips. I don't
Says-
think you can see his lips.
He says, I have a soft chubby.
No, I thought he would say,
said.
I can't get me enough of ScarJo. I gotta buy. No. What does he say in the end? Because that's near the end. And
I'll meet you in Disney at Tokyo.
what was it to
Disneyland.
be? No, seriously, what was it to be? Or are we to never know? Did anybody
We
actually?
are to never know.
We are to never
We
know.
are to never
Pretty
know what he
much
was saying to her.
Everybody in the movie said, what it was said specifically isn't important.
Doesn't matter. We
Doesn't
just
matter.
know he said something special to her, and that was it. And that's between the two characters in the movie.
Yep.
It wasn't. If we're buying or selling you on Hobie, I'm buying. Was that it?
That could be it. And honestly,
or-
that's probably closer to what it actually was than what
Yeah.
most people think it was.
Bill Murray is a Disney fan. He might be saying, I'll meet you at Disney Tokyo.
Or he's going to say, I'm taking the last train to Clarksville and I'll meet you.
Take the last train to Clarksville.
Or in
and I'll meet
reality,
you at the-"
knowing Bill Murray, that he could have been whispering into her ear.
Sweet nothings.
I'm going to whisper into your ear in this scene with no microphone, and everybody for ages to come are going to wonder what I'm saying to you, and only you will know.
I like the other answer. They were making Ghostbusters with an all-woman cast. Do not take the role. Do not take the role.
Say no.
Stay on target. Stay away.
Next, I was just curious.
Yes.
And are we buy or selling our investment in Demetrius Ship Jr.?
He's Tupac and all eyes on me. I'll buy. He's low. He's got to be low right now, right?
He's got to be low right now, and he actually scarily looks like Tupac.
Yes, he does.
So if people
Minus
want
the
to-
bullets.
if people want to think, oh, what would Tupac movies be like in the future? Demarius can do it.
Yes.
Do we have a Notorious B.I.G. follow-up biopic next to this?
Tupac
The next-
Vampire Hunter.
Hold on. I'm in. I'm buying.
Worked for Lincoln. Okay, is that it, Jeff? That's all we got?
That's all we got on that. It's on to top 5. All right. Music means it's time for our top 5 list.
Top 5.
This week, after this past weekend celebrating Father's Day, someone thought it would be a good idea to have our top 5 best fictional fathers.
It's from The Intern.
The intern picked it, huh?
Yeah. She was getting a little lazy, so she's like, just do fathers. I said, okay, I'll do that.
All
I
right.
thought the guest could pick.
Well, we've got to ask.
I was going to say top 5 lands in Walt Disney World. You
Uh,
want to just do it right off the top of our heads now, or
yeah, I'll do it. Number
Pandora
5,
Land,
Bestiality Land.
Andorra Land,
Oh, yeah. Dinosaur Land.
Avatar Land.
Song of the South.
Song of the South Land.
okay? Let's do some research.
Okay,
first.
okay.
We'll get back to this one.
I like
Epcot, Beers Around the World.
That's
Land.
number 1, yes.
Bestiality Land is fun. You can pet a dragon.
Beauty and the Bestiality Land.
Oh. But that guy's gay. We can't do that.
thought
But
you said-
she can get with the beast. That's
I
fine.
thought you were about to say pedophilia. You sick bastard.
We reached a new low.
Necrobista of pedophilia.
That's a love of feet, right?
Sure.
Love to see the stuffed animals from that in the Disney shop.
And the show has reached a new low.
You know, I'll try to educate you as we go along about stuffed animals.
Oh.
Stuffed animals would imply dead. They're plushes.
Oh.
Just so you
Like Thumper.
But I said necrobeastie, which means dead animals.
I always wanted to get with Bambi's mom.
Wow.
Moving on.
Oh, who wants to go first?
Doug is Ape Hands. He's the guest.
Okay, well, on that note, I Hobie'd my number 5.
Oh, really? You're ruining
I
my
went
list
with
already.
King Triton, Marlin, Maurice, and the Great Prince.
Who are these?
Disney.
Disney. They're
Little
all
Mermaid, Finding Nemo. Who's a great prince?
Beauty and the Beast, Bambi's dad. All fathers had to take over when the wife disappeared.
Or died.
Yeah, that's usually died, but you know.
Well, Marlon wasn't really that great of a dad. He wouldn't
No.
let him do anything.
And then when he did something, he got kidnapped to
Right,
Australia.
see?
If he didn't push him not to do it, he wouldn't have gone out into the reef.
No. He was stolen away.
No.
He was trafficked to another country.
First Disney movie about sex trafficking.
Or just human trafficking in general.
Never mind. Moving on. Like which number 5?
I'm going to go from that to Barney Rubble.
Oh, okay.
Bam Bam's dad.
Why not? He seemed to be pretty good. I definitely know he's a better dad than Fred Flintstone.
Was he a good dad, though? He let Bam Bam break everything. That's not good.
Yeah, but he was so understanding.
After he broke stuff.
And he was actually smarter than Fred Flintstone. But he played
I'm sorry,
dumb.
who was that?
I have no clue.
Exactly.
But going against him?
And he was married to a bad Betty.
I did like Betty. Bad Betty.
But
Just not from the movie.
I was
Played by
saying that.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Yes, he married
And
Rosie
I'm talking about the
O'Donnell.
cartoon version.
She was hot in Exit to Eden.
Okay, moving on.
My number 5, let's see here. He did the ultimate sacrifice, so his kids didn't have to go through what he did. Jax Teller from Sons of Anarchy. He ran into a motorcycle so his kids did not go down that path. He killed all loose ties.
You know what? He could have just run away and not worried about that loose path.
I would always come back to haunt him.
Sure. Okay.
And he left his kids in charge with Jimmy Smits. Who
Well, that's true. That's the best thing a father can do is let Jimmy Smith raise his kids.
You wish you had Jimmy Smits as your
I
dad.
do.
Yeah, so Jax Teller. Pack me up, people.
Sure.
Jeff, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is Father Mulcahy.
Who's that?
He was
What? Who's Father McCahey?
Fictional
Did you ever
father.
watch MASH?
We didn't specify.
Oh, okay.
We didn't specify children.
Children.
Father Mulcahy,
Best father.
best father.
Priest.
Oh, I got you. I
or
got you.
minister
Okay.
or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Blake.
You're welcome.
Okay, that's great. What's number 4?
My number 4.
Father Dowling. Father Dowling.
My number 4 is Father Dowling. Played by Tom Bosley.
Oh God.
Solved murders with Sister Steve.
Oh,
I
my
loved
God.
that show growing up. The Father Dowling mysteries.
Father Dowling is my number 4.
You mean you
best
didn't
father.
Hobie it with Mr. Cunningham?
God, no. I picked a good Tom Bosley role.
Sense a theme. Father Dowling. My number 4. I guess I should have put Dad.
Never leave fictional fathers open to interpretation.
My number 4 is. That wasn't it. Herman Munster. He always had some word of advice. He was always goofy. He was a goofy dad from the
He
Munsters.
did have a hot rod car.
Yeah. He had a dragon.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Gomez Adams.
No,
would be
no.
He better be like number 1 or 2. On
Gomez
your
is
list.
email my honorable mentions.
I'll agree with Doug on that one.
No.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure that Herman Munster's son is his own.
He still raised him as his own.
Oh, okay.
That's a good dad.
I see.
Blake, what's your number 4?
You know, when I was making this list out, I had to make sure I wasn't picking all fathers that would give me an Oedipal complex. But I failed on this one. I hope it's number 4. It was all the dads in Modern Family. Jay Pritchett, Phil Dunphy, Mitchell Dunphy, and Cameron Tucker.
I have Phil Dunphy as my number 1.
Yes!
He's a good, fun dad.
Yes.
You son of a bitch. Put it on the board.
He's the fun dad.
Yes,
Put it on
and
the
his
board.
wife was in my happy place.
You know, if you were allowed to have a list,
She would be on
Phil
it.
Dunphy would be on it. Oh, sorry.
Phil Dunphy's wife would be on it.
He's a juggler. Anyways. And a cheerleader.
In her garter outfit with 2 pitchers of beer.
That's right. That's a good one. I like that.
Thank you.
I like that. Phil Dunphy was my number 1. Bastard. Doug, what's your number 4?
Well, mine would be Bob Cratchit. But the specific Kermit the Frog Bob Cratchit from
Good
Muppet
call.
Christmas Carol.
Oh, Christmas Carol, Bob
That is
Cratchit.
probably.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Christmas Carol fan. That is the only good one.
And why is that?
That's true.
It's because the Muppets. Disney.
Who else is in it?
Somebody just want to watch a about. Excuse me, peasant. Here's a quarter or a gold coin, a shilling, mind
shit.
you. Go
I
get
was-
me a turkey. The
was
biggest turkey you can find.
I was going to say Miss Piggy.
are you saying we should have had Christmas ham that year?
Maybe they didn't have frog legs?
Oh, not enough meat.
Oh.
What's
Wait
your-
a minute. But what about Tim's legs? Is that why he couldn't walk?
As played by Robin.
Oh.
If frogs couldn't jump, I'd be gone with the Schwinn.
Doug, what's your number 3?
Doug,
4.
dig us out.
No, he already did 4.
Dig us
Oh.
out. Dig us out. Dig us out of this hole.
Father who, the ultimate sacrifice, Mufasa.
Do it again.
Sidian, Sidian. Mufasa. No king, no king. La 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 la. Fools, I will be your king. But you just said there would be no king. Anyways,
So, what are you saying?
Mufasa.
Okay.
Say it again. Say it again.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's a good one. I like
Good,
it.
good.
Can't go wrong with Mufasa. I sense a theme
Although
with
I
you.
don't think he actually sacrificed himself. He was just flat out murdered. Did he really make the ultimate sacrifice? He was just
Okay,
murdered.
first off, this isn't like people that have to die to be the ultimate dads, okay? Calm down. I don't see Father Dowling being crucified, okay? So calm
You
down.
missed that episode?
I did miss that one. I want to see that.
So why didn't you say Aslan?
Who?
Never mind.
Okay.
Was he a father?
What's your
Father
number 3?
ass?
Sure,
He was a
for
priest.
everybody.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is just Dad from Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh, I didn't even think of him. And we even had a post this week on
I
Calvin
know.
Hobbes.
That's where I got it from.
Good one.
Thank you.
Dad, why do the winds? What makes wind? Tree sneezing. Really? It's much more complicated than that. Oh, he's like Calvin's snowman of horrors.
Yes, that
Oh,
was
yeah, those are
awesome.
great.
My number 3 was Andy Taylor from Andy Griffith's show.
Oh, and
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier today when
we
were
did.
discussing our list, and
it didn't make either of ours.
no.
I always thought it was good.
Well, Andy Taylor, I think, killed his wife.
Yeah, where did Opie's mom go? What happened to
And
Opie's
because
mom?
he was the sheriff and judge, was able to get away with it.
He covered it up pretty well.
Hey, you know what? He still took care of Opie.
I think I saw something within the past couple weeks. There was Opie's mom existed in the pilot, but when they went to the TV show, she was gone.
Just vanished.
Yes.
Nice.
Had to be replaced by Aunt B. I mean, having to bring her to your house is a bad
And I got the peach cobbler.
Her and her kerosene cucumbers.
That's right.
There you go. What's your number 3? My wholesome.
My number 3, I hobied it.
Of course.
I have Father Marin and Father Karras,
No idea.
the 2 priests from The Exorcist.
Oh, okay.
Or the Exorcists.
The Exorcists themselves, yes.
Yes.
It's no Mufasa.
Ooh.
What's your number 2?
My number 2, I hobied it.
Jesus.
I picked
The father from Jason 13. Jason.
Father Matthew Mara, better known as Rickety Cricket.
From
It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
I got you now. Did you see that?
He
Show's not-
became Rickety Cricket. Father Mara.
Did you see that? That isn't coming back to October 2018.
Oh, I'm so disappointed.
Well, maybe
Because
Glenn Howerton will be back because
they said they're trying to get him and the D from
back.
the Mick.
Okay. Well, I guess I can wait if it's worth.
They said it's the longest break they've ever had.
Ooh.
And I tied that with Father Maxey, the priest from South Park.
Oh,
Ooh.
He was the one in the one episode where he went to Rome to just tell all the rest of the hierarchy of the thing that maybe we should just stop having sex with little boys. But maybe we should just stop doing that.
maybe we should not fund Prinder. Maybe we should not do that.
So yeah, those are my tie for number 2.
My number 2 is he took a kid in. He didn't need to, and he taught him how to be a man. Philip Banks from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And he threw Jazzy Jeff out the door, which was always a good
That
sign.
was always good, yes.
I always
Like
liked Philip Banks.
Uncle, what's his name?
Uncle Phil.
Uncle
Uncle
Phil.
Phil.
West Philadelphia, born and raised. On the playgrounds where I spent most of my days.
But
Yo, home, smell you later.
talk about freaky things going on. What about all of a sudden Aunt Viv changed overnight?
She had a facelift.
Plastic surgery.
Yep.
Okay.
He was rich enough. Rich
Okay.
enough.
It was Beverly Hills.
Yes.
No, it was Bel Air.
Bel-Air.
Same thing.
What's your number 2, Blake?
It's all California.
It wasn't the Fresh Prince of
Yeah.
Beverly Hills.
California
Same
love.
thing.
That's Tupac. California love. I don't know. That might be Snoop Dogg.
California.
California love.
Monday.
No,
what's
that's
your
not
number
what we're talking about. My number 2, speaking of California, it was Edward Stratton III.
From Silver Spoon.
Yes!
He had a train for his son.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome, man. He had a toy train in his house.
Yeah. Oh, no, that was a different train I was talking about. Never mind.
No.
And the best ride he had was Aaron Gray.
Yeah. From Starbuck, Space Rogers.
Rogers.
Yeah, Buck Rogers.
Starbuck.
Yeah, whatever.
Starbucks. Space Rogers.
Space chick.
Okay.
As his, like, quote
So he's a
unquote,
good dad because he was rich.
quote unquote,
Pretty much.
secretary.
Jeff would marry him.
Yeah, man. He's a toy.
Well,
he's a
I'm
toy.
already
Yeah.
betrothed to
Betrothed to
Bruce,
Bruce Wayne.
And he's
Yeah.
got more money.
It was like a toy billionaire dad. What could be more fun than that?
A lot.
What couldn't be more fun than that?
Here we are, face to face.
Silver
A
spoons.
couple of silver spoons.
And
We're
Aaron
hoping
Gray.
to find we're two of a kind, making our way together.
Doug, what's your number 2?
With the Fresh Prince's future
Oh yeah,
brother, stepbrother, brother-in-law. What's his name?
Alfonso Ribeiro.
Alfonso Rivera. That's right.
was in Silver Spoons first,
Which
you're
was
right.
who was the actual son of Uncle Phil's.
Yeah.
See?
Although
Ooh.
Alfonso Ribeiro was a replacement for Jason Bateman, who was on the original Best Friend.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Okay, moving on. Doug, what's number 2?
Anyways,
Pongo.
101 Dalmatians.
Okay. He went to the extremes to get his kids back. I could see that.
He had
They weren't all his
15
kids.
kids
Yes.
and then adopted whatever 99 minus 15 is.
Didn't believe in birth control.
84 other children.
Yes.
Did you get the abacus out there? It was a long time.
No, Labicus would have done it quicker than me.
Okay.
Couldn't pay her, or raise the other 84 children responsibly.
Her nipples must have been to the ground. Anyways,
I heard they had a Dalmatian plantation.
that's on Song of the South area in Disney World.
They're probably on food stamps.
Stop it!
Plantation.
Down the hall. Doug, what's your number one?
Bud
From.
from Meet the Robinsons.
Oh.
Way underrated film. The adopted Cornelia. Yes.
Is there a big Meet the Robinsons demand at Disney?
By rating
No.
it, I think you're overrating
No,
it.
I think it was decent.
The best thing of it was the and that was in every ad.
I got big head but tiny arms.
Yeah, I got a great big head and little bitty arms.
Adam West was in it.
Adam West was in a lot of
Adam
bad
West.
things too.
Adam
Are you talking about Lost in Space?
There's a Disney cartoon called Meet the Robinsons.
Oh,
Let him just believe it. Yes, Lost in Space.
okay, cool.
Like, what's your number one, asshole?
My number
Since
one,
you took mine.
Captain Avatar
Oh, I saw him in Pandora.
from Star Blazers.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Is his name actually Captain Avatar?
He's a captain,
Is his name Avatar?
and he's got a beard, and he wears a sailor outfit. I mean, what more do you want in a dad?
Respect.
Is he a dad?
Captain Avatar had a lot of respect.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. My number one was Phil Dunphy that somebody took. What's your number one?
Well, I'm going to top off the list here. The best fictional father of all is Father Guido Sarducci.
No.
I like that. That's a
Should have
good
gone with
one.
Father Dowling.
No.
Should have
No,
gone
he's
with
number 4.
Nah, he should have been one.
No,
What about Father Murphy?
I wasn't a big fan of Father.
No, I like Father Guido Sarducci. That's a great pick.
We had a lot of lister picks.
We did
get
have
through
a lot
these.
of lists.
Please, pray tell.
Dev, the side guy, had Tim Taylor,
The Tool Man?
Who's that?
Home Improvement. Nigel Thornberry. I don't know who that is. It's
From
UK.
Sounds British.
No, it's the Wild Thornberries.
His name's
Oh,
Nigel.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, yeah, he was done by, I think, when Tim Curry do his voice.
I think it might have been. Stu Pickles and Frank Lambert. He hobied that shit from the Rugrats show. 2, Herman Munster and Gomez Adams. Both Tim Curry and John Astin.
Was Tim Curry ever
I don't know.
Gomez
I was
Adams?
confused by that. I think he might have been Herman Munster from the cartoon.
Raul Julia?
movie. Yeah, maybe he meant that. It says Tim Curry. Number 1, Archie.
Maybe he did the voice in the cartoon.
Oh, Archie Bunker was his number 1. Honorable mentions from All in the Family. Dr. Harry
I
Weston.
could have picked Sanford. Fred Sanford.
Fred Sanford was a good one.
Damn. He's on my honorable list.
Dr. Harry Weston. Peter Griffin from Family Guy. And Michael
Harry-
Taylor.
Who's Harry Weston?
Harry Weston, where was he from?
I don't know.
Name sounds
heard
familiar.
it, but
Somebody
I can't place
Google
it.
that. Google that shit.
Google that shit.
Google it.
Kev at 365 Flicks had 5. Sean Archer will even swap faces to avenge his child's murder from Face.
Ah,
4. Cameron Poe just wants to get to home to see his kid from Con Air. I like what you're doing, buddy. All right.
Harry Weston, Empty Nest.
That's what it was. He was a good
Richard
dad.
Mulligan. Okay.
3. I like to mulligan on the show. Number 3. Harry Morgan teaches us every man needs a code.
You know that one, don't you?
Which one is that?
Dexter's dad. Dexter Morgan from Dexter.
Nope. Anyways,
Harry Morgan, that was Colonel Potter.
No, that Harry Morgan is a real person. We're talking about fiction.
oh,
Okay,
is that the mortician dude? Serial killer dude?
yeah.
Serial killer.
Who became a lumberjack. I'm a lumberjack. Number 2, Frank Reagan makes a mean Sunday dinner. And number 1, Ollie Trinky, the ultimate single dad.
I don't
From
know.
where?
I don't know Ollie Trinky.
It's a
what?
British show. I don't know.
But who's Frank Reagan?
Isn't that Blue Bloods?
That is Blue Bloods. Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
He's got the mustache.
Okay.
Number 1, or honorable mention, God.
I thought about God.
Our father.
He is one of the best fictional fathers out there.
From Mark at Tangent Bound. Check him out, Tangent Bound Network. He had Dr. Moreau from the Island of Dr. Moreau.
I suppose all his creations were his
Yes.
children.
That's correct.
Ollie Trinky.
Yeah.
It was Ben Affleck's character in Jersey Girl.
Oh! I did like Jersey Girl.
Close.
I
You
something British. I did like that. When in doubt with the 365, you just say it's British. I like that one. I like Ollie. Let's see. John Winchester. Don't know what that is. Don't know.
From what?
I don't know. No.
Is it?
Supernatural.
Yeah, I was about to say it's Supernatural.
Anakin Skywalker. Mufasa. From The Lion King. And Dr. Henry Jones Sr.
We named the dog Indiana.
For Philip Corwin, he just had one. Al Bundy from Married with Children.
Go Al Bundy.
Yay.
From Besotted Geek, he had
See, this is a guy who thinks proper.
Father Ted. He said, ask the 365 gents.
No, Father Ted. Feck.
Father Dowling at number 4. He had that, same as you. He had Father Mulcahy.
Mulcahy?
What's that?
Mulcahy.
That's who I had at my number 5?
Man.
2, Father Marin. Don't know who that is.
He was who I had at my number 3?
Number 1, Father O'Malley. Who was he?
Irish.
Okay, let's see here. We also had Kevin at Cincy Explorer had number 5, Doc Brown from Back to the Future. He's a father figure.
Father figure?
Number 4, Splinter from
I'll give you Splinter.
Number 3, Jonathan Kent. No.
Wait.
Stay back. Don't let the tornado get me. You can run. You can walk. You can probably still get away from it. No, I'll just stay here. Don't worry about it. I'll just die. I've lived a good 46 years. I'm done. 2, Ray Kinsel.
Ray
From what?
Kinsella.
From Field of Dreams?
There you go. And number 1, Jed Bartlett. And I think that's from West Wing, correct?
I would think so, unless there's another Jed Bartlett I'm unaware of.
Okay.
I think he's a big-time Democrat. That's why I probably picked him.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call. Let's see. Finally, Chris Richardson from 365 is going to get us out of here. Tony Soprano at number 5. That's a questionable one. 4, Ned Stark. He lost his head.
Oh.
Boo.
3, Mick Shipman from Gavin and Stacey in the UK. Is that like Ned and Stacey, the TV show?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
2, Captain Ben Sisko from Deep Space Nine.
No, I was going back to the Gavin and Stacey. I think that's where James Corden was on.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And number
Is that
1.
the guy that ran for Prime Minister?
No, that's Metalhead.
Oh.
Number 1.
Middlehead?
Sharkhead. What was his name?
Buckethead.
And number 1, finally, good choice, Philip Banks from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
No.
Just flat
I
out.
said no. I didn't say no.
Doug, thanks for showing up this
no
week.
problem.
Anytime you want to talk Avatar Land, please do. Please do.
Pandora World of Avatar.
Yes,
Okay.
Bestiality Lane.
Yeah.
Bad idea of the week, number 82. Giving your toxic blood, if you're the Incredible Hulk, to your niece.
Cousin.
Not a good sign.
Can I throw a bad idea in there?
You sure can. Pick a number.
71.
Okay.
Ooh.
I think we have that one already.
In the
Okay,
South Country.
1971.
Okay, good.
Oh, okay.
Okay, having a ride in your new land that has one animatronic only, so when that one breaks down your second or third week into the operation, you have to shut the ride down. That's a bad idea.
And you mortgaged your house for the 13th time to see that.
But I don't have anything on that one. Okay. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history of not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad.